Yeah. Better days, I pray for better days. Working hard cause I want extra pay. Talk to them seeds, but you must demonstrate. Cause it's your ways that they gon' imitate. Non-violent. Sometimes I wish I would've went to college. Frown proudly. Cause where I'm from, they hate you when you smiling. Your faith should be your gun. You can't leave home without it. The children being grown, cause all the parents acting childish. You show them your reality, I bet they doubt it. You tell them all about your dreams, that's when they out it. Your own blood. Ain't no family no more. They do you badly for show. You try to patch up your soul, Lord knows you on a mission to show him you so submissive. The prayer said in silence, you know the devil can hear him, pay attention. Know the war's within, how much time do you spend? Try to balance your zen, then again, losses is lessons. You tell me you trying to win, we know about saving money. You tell me you trying to spend that blood on it. Sweat, tears, you put that love on it. Your best years was just a dumb moment. You tired of going hungry, can't deal with fake making your life lonely. Your lack of faith that left your soul boning. But you gon' work and you gon' strive, do what it takes to survive. What is truth, what is a lie? You know that war's inside. Some get draped into the fake, they don't know what to decide. Wrong choice, meet your demise, keep that between you and I. You realize, some people you gon' let go, you visualize. The things you need to feed your soul is on the rise. They not gon' wanna let you go, but it's alright. It's cool to bury what's gon' grow. Went from wrong to the right and to the dark to the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. Gotta hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. From wrong to the right and to the dark from the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. You just hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me. Yeah, I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me.
Don't be stressing on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. Just keep going and keep your faith, so you can win this race. This race called life, yeah, yeah. This race called life. This race called life, yeah, yeah. Race called life. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm grinding 'cause I know that I'm gon' get it. I just gotta have vision, keep faith and be humble. Have some patience with it. I've been A1 since day one, been always on my job. I never been a fake, never had to steal and rob. Cause I do good business, I'm too good with it. And even though I'm on this road, I'm still daddy to my children. You know I do good with them, and don't like being missing. But I hate when my bills are thicker and my pockets get thinner. But I can't stress up on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. I keep going and keep my faith in my pace, so I can win this race. Win this race called life. This race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. This race called life, yeah. Race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, we are in here. Peace to the chat. contenders. In every generation, there are challengers. But once in a while, a force steps forward that doesn't ask for debate. She demands it. Who will debate Naphtali? One of the fiercest female Hebrews on the scene today. A strategist with scripture in one hand and logic in the other. She's been racking up victories coast to coast, panel to panel, platform to platform, leaving broken arguments and silent opponents in her wake. This isn't hype, this is a track record. She doesn't come to exchange talking points, she comes to conquer territory. Now she steps into the coliseum of arguments, where ideas collide, egos crack, and only the sharpest minds survive. No prisoners, no safe spaces, no intellectual shortcuts. This isn't pro wrestling, this is mental combat. Worldviews tested under pressure, claims weighed, not shouted, receipts required. So the question isn't if she's ready, the question is, who's ready for her? Who will debate Naphtali? Are you not entertained? Here we go. Here we go. Y'all know why we here. Y'all know what we came to do. And y'all definitely know who y'all came to see. Tonight is not about theory. It's not about passion. And it's definitely not about posturing. Tonight, it's about the verdict. After a hard fought high level clash between two heavyweights, Silky D, the head Berber in charge, undefeated, defending the North African origins, and Yaya Batu, championing the Bantu lineage and the deep genetic roots of the haplogroup AOO. The arguments have been made, the sources have been cited, the judges have reviewed the history, the genetics, and the methodology. The question on the floor was simple, but the implications were massive. Did the Berbers predate the Bantu haplogroup AOO? No interruptions, no rebuttals, no spin. Tonight, our judges step forward. We come with the official breakdowns and reasoning and crown the winner of this debate. So lock in, because history just went on trial and the verdict is about to be read. Yaya and Silky, how you feeling today, gentlemen?
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. Laid back. Waiting on these results. We've been waiting, so
Let's
people been
go.
waiting. So we here for the results.
How you feeling today, Silky?
Oh man, shoot, yeah, I'm feeling very blessed. Yeah, man, I can't complain at all. I'm just waiting to spark this thing up.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. We have judge number one here right now. How you feeling today, judge number one?
I'm feeling good, brother. Good to be here.
How was your holidays, everybody? Get the formalities out the way. Everybody had a good holidays? Okay, great, great, great. What we're going to do is I'm going to bring up, should I bring up the official criterion again? Just so that way you gentlemen can see the scorecard and the criterion that you are being judged by. And so that way everybody's on the same page. Remove, add this to the stage. Here we go. This is the scorecard and the criterion. I had I had another scorecard that they actually keep score with, and points are taken away for cursing and ad hom attacks. And let's get right into judge number one and see what he
Are we
has to
ready,
say
brother?
about these results. And yeah, I wanted to say time starts when you start, but go ahead, brother. You can break down your results now.
All right. I'm judge number one. Before going on, I want to greet you, A1, and the Titans Debate League, both debaters and the audience with peace, love, and respect. I want to applaud Silky D on the affirmative and Yaya on the negative for agreeing to tackle a technical and educational resolution. Do the Berbers predate the Bantu haplogroup A00? As I listened to the debate, I tuned my ears specifically to evaluate structure and content of their arguments, each side's adherence to the scope of the resolution. Because it's the affirmative resolution, the affirmative has the main burden to establish that Berber populations predate the
Hold
haplogroup
up, ill
A00.
doctorate. We're having some technical difficulties with you slightly with your audio. You were going in and you were going out. You were Can you say something now so I can hear how you sound? Yeah, that sounds like a robot right there. But that it wasn't that bad before. Keep talking to me. Let's see what's going on. If you need to get in a better spot, I can't hear anything
One,
you're saying if you're speaking right
three,
now.
four.
Five. I heard three, four. That's it.
Microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sounds great. That's perfect. I'm not sure how you're holding it or how far away you are. It is from your mouth, but that's perfect right there. If you could you start
Oh,
over? My apologies.
I will start over.
Thank you.
All right. I want to skip by my greeting of peace, love, and respect. That's universal. Um, Again, I applaud Silky on the verb and the negative for tackling a technical and educational resolution. Do the Berbers predate the Bantu haplogroup A00? When I listened to the debate, I tuned my ears specifically to evaluate the structure and content of each argument and each side's adherence to the scope of the resolution. Because it's an affirmative resolution, the affirmative has the main burden to establish that Berber populations predate the Bantu haplogroup A00 or that Berbers can be shown to have genetic or chronological priority relative to haplogroup A00. This requires direct genetic evidence, clear timelines, and correct use of phylogenetic language. The negative's burden would be met if they could show that A00 predates Berber ethnogenesis or that the affirmative failed to establish its own claim. The affirmative opening introduced three sets of evidence. The first focused on prehistoric North Africa and Morocco, citing archaeological sites, early Homo sapien fossils, and research suggesting a Pan African emergence of modern humans. The material was scientifically legitimate, however, it doesn't establish the resolution. The evidence was archaeological and morphological, and those domains are adjacent to the resolution rather than answering it. The fossils discussed can't be assigned Y-DNA haplogroups. The sex of those remains is largely indeterminate, and no genetic continuity was demonstrated between those individuals and modern Berber populations. The second set of evidence references back to Africa movements and dates around 22,000 years ago and is chronologically irrelevant to the haplogroup A00. The third set of evidence provided by the affirmative included language that strongly suggests the discovery of several early genetic lineages leads to Southern and Central African populations. Overall, the affirmative opening provided background material of early human presence in Africa, Pan-African evolution, and the distinction between archaeology and genetics as domains. But it remained adjacent to the resolution and didn't establish a pathway back toward the affirmative burden. The negative opening directly challenged whether the affirmative had established what it agreed to prove. The negative also introduced three key points. Temporal evidence showing that haplogroup A00 diverged 300,000 and 200,000 years ago. A phylogenetic position, noting that A00 sits at or near the root of the Y chromosome tree, and DNA evidence from Cameroon confirming the presence of A00 in West Central Africa. The negative evidence in the opening directly engaged the resolution by arguing that haplogroup A00 predates Berber ethnogenesis. In the first extended round, the affirmative introduced material from the Mendez and El Haik disagreement on the dating methodology of haplogroup A00. However, the argumentation didn't clearly establish what conclusion the disagreement between those research teams was meant to support. At times, critiques of Mendez by El Haik was read as though it were findings, and Mendez's summary of El Haik's criticism was treated as independent evidence. The affirmative also argued that A00 was youngest without clarifying youngest relative to what and without connecting that claim to Berbers specifically. Most importantly, the affirmative did not establish an association between Berbers and haplogroup A00, while simultaneously disputing A00's antiquity in ways that were inconsistent across the slides presented. The negative maintained a consistent line of argument that regardless of disputes over exact dates, A00 is older than Berber populations and is deeply rooted in West Central Africa. In the second extended round, the affirmative relied heavily on unconventional definitions and mixed excerpts from multiple sources. During this round, the affirmative made several self-contradictory claims, including statements that A00 is the youngest haplogroup, A0 is the oldest, while simultaneously presenting material that stated A00 is the oldest haplogroup, not A0. The affirmative also used technical terms like root and basal imprecisely and suggested that populations, quote, started the root, end quote, which reflects a misunderstanding of phylogenetics. Most importantly, no clear affirmative genetic argument was presented showing that Berbers predate haplogroup A00. The negative used this round to clarify its existing structure. Haplogroup A00 as an early branching lineage, its presence in West Central Africa, and the later emergence of Berber populations in North Africa. The negative didn't need to resolve every item introduced by the affirmative, and this was sufficient given that the affirmative's claims were internally inconsistent and unconnected to the resolution. Taken together, these extended rounds reinforced the negative's opening position and highlighted weaknesses, contradictions, excuse me, contradictions and inconsistencies in the affirmative's use of sources. During the question and answer round, no new affirmative or negative evidence emerged that satisfied either burden. Unfortunately, both debaters abandoned argumentation in the Q&A round and in the closing minutes, shifting to personal attacks and insults. And I want to take a moment with a brief note about that conduct. Both debaters are capable of better conduct, and going forward, both should keep in mind that abandoning your own dignity in an effort to diminish the dignity of another debater is not a substitute for good argumentation. That conduct diminished the quality of the exchange, and it's also reflected proportionally in my scoring and evaluation of both debaters' performance. Primarily, my decision comes down to two simple questions. Did the affirmative meet the burden it accepted when it affirmed this resolution? And did the negative successfully negate the affirmative case? The affirmative did not establish that Berber populations predate haplogroup A00, nor did it consistently argue within the scope of the resolution. The affirmative engaged in frequent and extreme inappropriate conduct, language, and on-screen violent imagery. The negative stayed aligned with the resolution, argued that haplogroup A00 predates Berber ethnogenesis, and demonstrated consistently that the affirmative failed to meet its own burden. The negative also engaged in isolated, inappropriate conduct and language. On the resolution as stated, do the Berbers predate Bantu haplogroup A00? My decision goes to Yaya on the negative.
Oh, I'm muted. Okay. So you voted for Yaya. And did you get that scorecard over to me as well?
Yeah, I can send that over right now.
Yeah, if you could, just in case we need that. So we have one vote for Yaya. Let's pull up the second judge. And you're about to send the scorecards over now, just in case we have a tie and have to go to the numbers. Um, and while you're doing that, whenever you need to check out, you can go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to pull up judge number two. Appreciate you. Everybody give judge number
Hey,
one a round of applause. It's never an easy job judging these debates. I take my hat off to you, gentlemen. So salute to you. Appreciate you again. There was a miscommunication the last 3 days between me and one of the judges. That's why this is a little late. But we got it here today. And while I'm pulling up judge number 2, let's go to a word from our sponsors.
These are not just speakers. These are thinkers, forged in fire. Warriors of words stepping into destiny. Welcome to the Coliseum of arguments, where logic clashes with conviction and ideas spill like blood in the sand. 16 titans, 16 minds, one path to immortality. They come seeking truth, they fight for redemption, they burn for revenge. Featuring the intellectual elite of the Titans Debate League. Every round a new war, every word a new weapon. Every titan ready to fall or rise in glory. This is not debate, this is combat. Step into the Coliseum of arguments. Only the brave speak here. Are you not entertained? In every debate, there's power, passion, and purpose. Titans Debate League isn't just a podcast. It's a movement, a place where big ideas collide or heard. But to keep this arena alive, we need you in our corner. Your support through Cash App isn't just a donation. It's an investment in truth, in dialogue, and in community. Every dollar helps us bring sharper debates, stronger guests, and bigger opportunities for growth. And here's the best part. When you give, you're not just supporting us. You're standing tall as part of the Titan family. We see you, we value you, and we appreciate you. So if you've ever felt inspired, challenged, or entertained by what we do, show some love and send your support to $ Titans Debate League at Cash App today. Again, that's $ Titans Debate League at Cash App today. Together, let's keep this debate alive, keep the fire burning, and keep the Titans rising. Have a blessed day.
Get down or lay down when we're stopping. It's the clash of the Tigers.
Hey, and while I get these judge number 2 results pulled up, let's get a word from you, gentlemen. Yaya, how do you feel about the judges' results? He voted you the winner, judge number 1.
What's up with it? Shout out to A1, man. I ain't forget to shout out to you when I first came on the panel. Shout out to the panel, Coliseum, Titan family.
Peace
I
to you.
appreciate y'all, man, for letting me come on the channel, man, and do these results. I don't know who the first judge was, but I appreciate the result. Yes, I do agree. I did result into attacking Silky D. You know what I mean? That's something I allowed my lower self into taking control of. So I got to learn how to control that lower state, you know what I mean? Instead of trying to let it, all of it out when, a person get frustrated with another opponent. So I do accept the results, man. I thank you. Next time, and it'll be much, 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 much better. So I appreciate that for sure.
No doubt, no doubt. Silky D, how do you feel about judge number 1's summary and the results?
Mic check.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little lost right now on that, because he said I was cussing and using vulgar, I guess, a name calling and all that other stuff, and I don't recall me cussing not one single time that whole debate. And now that I think about it, I haven't cussed in like my last 4 or 5 debates.
Yeah, I pretty much thought you was like Will Smith with it too, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
So that's like astonishing for me to even hear that coming from a judge saying I'm being slanderous. in a debate or talking profanity because I clearly had none of that. So, and then I'm getting in trouble for him, for Yaya talking trash. So I'm losing points because he's using profanity that I didn't use no profanity not once and didn't cuss not once and remained respectful and had a great Q&A on my side. But I don't know about that one, man. That's a little test.
Gee.
But I
Okay.
guess so. I'm in trouble for cussing, even though I didn't cuss. Okay, that's a new one.
I'm not sure what he heard or if you did. Half the time I'm not listening, but I'm sure. I know he watched it a few times, so I don't think he's mistaken. But somebody wants the link. This isn't the show for that. Sorry about that, brother. This is the results show. And I'm actually having to send these results over a different way. It said the videos were too big for Gmail, but I got them here now. So let me go ahead and get these downloaded. Go ahead. You can finish talking. I'm listening to you, Silky. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, man. Oh yeah, that's it's a little bit. I guess so yeah, for cussing. That's a new one on me in the community because I'm literally not known for that. I haven't done that actually since I debated Cedric. That was like the first debate, like for the championship way back in the day.
It was
Yeah,
fussing
man.
and cussing back then.
And you know what? Shout out to JJ because JJ was the one that told me. He was like, you won." He's like, just they mad because you was cussing. They was like, they literally tried to give me L just for cussing. They like, you beat the brakes off of him, but you was cussing. I was like, oh, okay. And so he was like, just take the cussing out. He was like, stop cussing. I was like, ever since then, I haven't cussed in a debate. Because I try to show, like, you know what I'm saying, some type of decorum, a higher level of, you know what I'm saying, of debate and education and academics when we do these things. You know what I'm saying? It's about putting on. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, doing that. If we're gonna, if I'm going to do it, I try to do it with a level of respect. At least that's just me. I can only speak for myself.
I don't
Hey,
recall
look,
you
I
cursing
just want to say,
myself, but
I just want to say this too, though, real quick, everyone. The judge didn't say you lost because you cursed. You know what I mean? He actually said you lost because you couldn't prove that the Berber people predated the Hopla group 800. So I just wanted to get that out there. So that way he won't think that he didn't get that first judge on his side because he was cussing.
But when I read the investigation, how many flaws did I show? Do y'all remember?
I ain't here to answer questions. I'm here for the
I'll tell you, it was A plus. Yeah, man. Plenty flaws, man.
We're
I
here for
read
the
them. I
result.
gave
We're
you
here
all the
for the
flaws,
answer.
man. But
But
it's cool, man.
if you
Like
want
I
to have an
said,
open
I
panel,
was cussing.
if you want to have an open
Apparently, I
panel
was
after the
cussing the whole
result,
debate.
if you want to have an open
Apparently,
panel
I
after the
was
result,
cussing the
we can
whole
do that.
debate.
let's get these judge number 2 results up here for you, gentlemen.
My round was full of cuss words, apparently.
Results.
I think he got. I guess, man. That's
saved twice.
no. That was Yaya who had half his rounds were all cuss words. But good job, Yaya. Keep that up.
All right, let's go.
So good opening. Silky D had his stuff all together. He even adjusted on the fly and was able to get his point across
Sorry about
smoothly.
that,
Yaya, I love his rebuttal and how he
start this from the top.
So good opening. Silky D had his stuff all together. He even adjusted on the fly and was able to get his point across smoothly. Yaya, I love his rebuttal and how he set him up, and he already knew where Silky D was going with it, but he just didn't have his stuff organized or in order, so it just didn't transition smoothly. Yeah, he could have had his PowerPoint and presentation a little bit more organized, and then that point he would have made, that rebuttal would have hit harder. but he had to pause and fumble through his stuff, so he just lost his energy and momentum.
I got 3 videos. Let's see what's going on here. I got 3 videos and 2 scorecards. So let's check these out. 59. I'll go to the next longest one. 59.
Round 2, Silky
No.
explained
Round
his
2. Let me play the other one. Video file.
But well, 1 second, A1. I did want to reiterate.
Great debate.
Hold on 1 second.
Summarize it. I think Silky was smooth, clear, and concise in his presentation the whole way through. He really ain't fumble on his words or his presentation. So in that aspect, he executed flawlessly. Even with the his reasoning behind his stance on the haplogroups, he covered all the grounds. The questioning round, he did good. He got all his questions off. And I think this where I see the separation is the conceding of time. I think time matters, and Yaya lost a lot of time getting his presentations together. He lost a lot of time fumbling on words he didn't know. You got to read up ahead and know these words you finna use and be pronouncing. He conceded time, so I think time cost him, and I'm gonna give the battle to Silky.
Oh, okay. So we got one judge who's voted for Silky. We still got one more video to play. My apologies for playing these out of order. When I take it from my phone and bring it over here, like it didn't give it a title. It gave it like a 20-digit number as a name. So
no, you good, A1. But let me also say, not one time did I mention a skull or Jabel, or not one time did I mention that. That's another thing. I didn't mention 300,000 skull. I didn't bring that up. Not one time in that debate.
So I don't know what you're talking about, though. Are you talking about a point a judge made?
The first one he tried to say I was trying to use that. I'm like, I literally didn't even use that. Just in case somebody was gonna try to pull that out and try to say I was using it. I left it all the way out of my offense on this one.
I don't remember in the debate what you're talking about, but I didn't take
not
your
one
word for
time
it.
did I mention a skull, or like not one time did I like really bring that up. Not one
You're
time.
talking about what Judge number 1 said. I don't even remember what Judge number 1 said. His thing was so long, and I was sharing stuff. The same thing I was doing during the debate, so I couldn't even really comment. I did catch the end, and he said you won. I mean, he said Yaya won. This guy said you won, so we're about to have to go to the scorecards. But first, I want to play his second video. So let's get these together. My apologies.
Oh, and A1 haplogroup stand.
No, do these both say ball game?
Good opening. Silky D had his stuff all together.
Okay, we played that one. We didn't play this one.
Round 2, Silky explained his AO and A1 haplogroup stance clearly, and he got his message. He got all his slides into the presentation smoothly, spoke smoothly. I think with Yaya, he's having issues again with his slides, and it's just messing up the flow. It's taking away his time. I don't know if he actually knows what.
That's the same guy. I think that's the same dude.
He's reading.
Yeah, but he getting a statement. Makes sense.
Like, I don't know.
You said you think that's who?
That's the same dude. He talking about how my slides was taking up my time and stuff like that.
This is my homie in real life. The other person, everybody knows who that is. That's Ewok, was the first judge. So it's impossible for these two to be the same person.
You're good.
Well, these are the same person. I just played 3 videos of the same person. Is that what you're referencing?
Yeah, start that video over.
The last 3 videos are the same person, and I had somebody up here live. Yeah, these are all the same. He went over round 1, round 2, and then gave
this
the
same
final.
Dude. Oh, okay, I'm thinking it's a different.
No. Oh, okay. No, my apologies for maybe not clarifying. Silky had interrupted and didn't let me play, so it seemed like that probably to you that I went to a third judge. I was trying to get him to wait till I was finished with this to slide that stuff in there. So that's what my bad. So you see, I started over.
Thank you.
You see why I be trying to keep order a little bit, so that way I know it get confused, and that's why I just wanted to finish. But I didn't want to tell you like no. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you good. You good.
Okay, I got you. So this is the same. This is still judge number 2. This is just him commenting on the second round. I played his videos out of order, and my apologies about doing that, Yaya, and that confused you.
Round two, Silky explained his AO and A1 haplogroup stance clearly, and he got his message. He got all his slides into the presentation smoothly, spoke smoothly. I think with Yaya, he's having issues again with his slides, and it's just messing up the flow. It's taking away his time. I don't know if he actually knows what he's reading, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if he knows the actual verbiage, I'm sorry, or how to pronounce some of these words. So maybe he should have just went through his slides before this debate, because it seems like he just don't know what's on his slides or even how to find them in some cases.
And that is the judge that voted for Silky. So now we're going to have to go to the scorecard since we have a tie with the 2 judges. Let me go ahead and pull these up. If this better not be a tie with the numbers. It's going to happen one day. Okay, let's get these images up. And since we're on judge number 2, well, we'll start back actually with judge number 1 for Silky D. You got your pen and pad out, gentlemen? Let me get mine out. Let me create a column. 1, 2, 3. We got 6 over here for Silky. This is judge number 1. Judge number 1 for Yaya. We got 6, 10, 14, 12, 13. Okay. And let's go to, where did I save? Did I even save those? Let me get some music in the background for you, some thinking music. Don't worry about it. And if you haven't checked out our game show, Pseudo or Facts, make sure you tune in on Fridays, only at Coliseum of Arguments. I'm all in the wrong inbox. Okay, here we go. Let me save them so I can pull them up as an image. I don't want anybody seeing my whole Gmail. Yeah, feel me? Okay. Judge number 2. Scorecards read. So we got 6 and 13 from judge number 1. 6 for Silky, 13 for Yaya. For Yaya over here, we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19. And let's go to Silky. I love finding this stuff out on the fly, so I'm just as surprised as everybody else is about to be. I'm on the edge of my seat right now, literally adding up numbers. Silky, we got 5, 5, 5, 15, 5, 5, 5, 20, 25, 29. Okay, gentlemen, let's add these numbers up. 19 plus 13 on Yaya's side. That's 32. 29 plus 6 on Silky side. That would be 35. It looks like we have a winner, folks. Silky D is the winner, 35 to 32. Not a unanimous decision, but he pulled it through. Wow. If he lost, you know he was about to drag me in this tournament for like a month. He was going to swear it was rigged and everything. This is crazy. You know you was, Silky. He was ready to say that. Like, and I don't care. I don't have no dogs in this fight. As you see, I'm figuring this out with you gentlemen. I tell the judges, don't tell me. I don't want no Freudian slips because I accidentally have the information. So this is all pure and on the spot. Let's go to Yaya Batu. How do you feel about that, Yaya? Let's talk to you first, and then let Silky do a victory lap.
I thought I had 17 on that first card, but I must have mistranslated.
Let's pull them back up. I got them all right here for you, sir. We can definitely double check in case I made a mistake. I hope I don't got Silky celebrating and there's something different. The first card, Yaya, took the negative. You want me to add them up again for you? Let's do that again. This was the first card.
Because
6.
Because 4 plus 4 is 8
17.
plus 6, that's 14.
Up.
Plus that 2, that's 17.
You are right.
Plus that 3, that's 17.
See, I'm glad you caught me. I should have used the calculator and not these sticky notes. So we got 7. Let's add up everything in case I made another mistake somewhere.
Yeah. Let's redo that.
Okay, sorry about that. 8, 10, 11, plus the 6 is 17. He's absolutely right. Glad you caught that. I'm only human. Okay, Silky has ones across the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Silky got 6. This is judge number 1. Let's go to judge number 2. That's the blank. Yaya, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19. My apologies. Did I speak too soon? And then we got Silky over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29. Okay, let's add this up again. 29 plus 6 is 35. 19 plus 7 is 36. Oh my God. Silky pulls it off by the skin of his
spoke
teeth.
too early, nigga. Let's get it.
Silky pulls it out by the skin of his teeth. My apologies for that. That was crazy. Whoa. And if you wasn't adding it up over there on your own, this man would have
walked. It's over, Silk.
That's crazy. My apologies, gentlemen. I'm glad, like I say, you two are finding out with me on the spot, so it's not like I knew this for days. I don't,
Announce the new winner, please.
And we have a winner, folks. The winner by 1 point, 36 to 35. Yaya Batu.
The esoteric, baby.
The esoteric word wizard on his reign.
Let's get it.
Silky, how do you feel about that?
How do you feel, Silk?
I guess, man. All right, bro.
That's crazy. That's wild. My apologies about the mix-up a second ago.
Welcome to the land of the Bantu.
So how do you feel about the win, Yaya? Did you put him on a poster like you said?
I had to put him on a poster, man. I had to dig him up because I was looking at it. I'm like, hold on, ain't no way. I just counted 17. I'm like, let's rerun that back because he's celebrating.
You let that go for a long time. You ain't even say nothing.
You gotta let him celebrate. You let him celebrate. That's why when you said something, I'm like, man, I thought I had 17. He was like, let's go back.
I'm glad you caught that. My math was way off.
To be absent from the body is to be in the presence of your inner self. I be trying to tell Silky that.
36 to 35. This was a close one. You saw it here first, folks.
Shout out to the first judge, man. Hey, shout out to the first judge for giving me all ones. And then now, judge hooking up Yaya. And then that's it. I see. That's what's good, man. Appreciate it for cussing out.
It's rigged, man. Hey, it's rigged. It's rigged. It's
Hey, he
rigged now.
gave
Yeah,
y'all
I'm cussing off to the
Silky
debate,
ones
man.
across the board. Y'all got a 1 in there on the questioning. He got a 2 on the conduct. So that's
See, that's what got him right there. That 2 and
So
that
his
1.
conduct was better than mine?
Yes, it
All right,
was.
man. Yeah,
You
let's
had a
go.
5. I had a 2.
hey, the judge watched it several times, you know, and I stand by the judges. I know they're not biased. They don't have a dog in this fight either. So
To each
Right.
his
um,
own, man. Look, if Silk would have won,
All
look,
right,
he was
man.
ready to celebrate and say, "That's what I do, man. I kill people all the time. I bury them."
Yeah, okay,
But
bro.
he
For
didn't
a
know that I
skull I
already had
didn't
it written
mention.
down. That's why he said, "Get your pen out."
For a skull I didn't mention and cuss words I didn't say. All right,
Charles
great,
Wood,
hey,
man.
if I was gonna rig it, at least I would have made it make sense.
you made it make sense,
So
baby.
I'm just
at
Hey,
trying to
least
make
say
it
close
make
battle
that.
sense
though.
to
Close
me.
battle.
I
Silk, I
wouldn't have
get
tell
up
her.
to you.
I
I'm
Close
wouldn't have
trying
put
to
battle,
it.
figure
baby.
out how
You
I
thought you
wasn't
had
cussing,
me.
but I'm getting hit up for
I
cussing
wouldn't have
though.
had
But
it be.
it's
Hey,
all
but
good.
I agree that I don't know what you said that got to them. Again, everybody's meter is different. What's abrasive to someone might not be abrasive to another. So I
And
don't
to
know.
the
Yeah,
second
But
man.
he
judge,
is going to have an interview, and we are going to get all the deep takes on this. I'm going to let him judge one more, and then we're going to get interviews from him as his favorite moments. And I will be going around to everybody who judged and getting their questions. So you will be able to submit your questions, and we will be getting the answers that you're looking for.
submit your questions, Silk. Let's
I
ride.
mean,
Hey, leave him alone. You playing off of me.
he was fumbling with his presentation and
Hey, look,
everything. Like he didn't
A1.
even
Hey,
pull it up.
A1,
And
donate the
then
$50 to Silky Deep, man. You donate that 50 to him.
he
You
said
did.
he had a
Hey, it's
good
your 50.
presentation.
I'll send it to whatever cash app you want, brother.
Send that motherfucker to Silky D. He needed more than me.
Hey, Silky, he said he wants you to have the $50. So send your cash app
Oh,
over
man.
before you
That
change his
motherfucker
mind,
be on
brother.
JJHOK, everything,
Yeah,
saying it
man,
was
it's good,
real.
man. Yeah, man, y'all do y'all thing, bro.
So, Silk, how I feel not to be on topic?
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm glad for all the little ones I got, man. That's what's
How I
up.
feel to be
All
not
the
on
ones.
topic,
All
Silk?
right.
See, look, man,
Good stuff,
shout out to the
man.
second judge, right? Because, yeah, I was having difficulties and I couldn't read half my screens, and some of the words was pronounced huge, and I couldn't understand pronounce those type of words. But it doesn't mean or take from the fact that I didn't understand the meaning of those words. That's why I presented it in my slides. You get what I'm saying? So for the
It's
brother
all
to
right,
even
man.
try to step up and say some stuff like
Long
that,
as they know,
anybody,
hey, look here.
anybody in a tournament want to go against the Nakamati, let me know, and I'm ready to get down.
So my
My
offense
slides
is
will be much,
flawless
much
now.
better.
So
You don't have
my
to worry
offense
about the
is flawless
difficulties,
now.
the
So
technicalities, none of
my
that.
offense is
It's
called
gonna be
flawless
straight
now.
authentic.
As they say,
Anybody,
my offense is flawless.
bro, you
Okay, I
out of
put
the
on a
tournament. I don't even
flawless
want to talk to you no more. I'm
offense.
talking to the ones that's in
Okay,
the
a
tournament.
flawless offense.
Anybody that
So
want to
it's
go
all
into
right,
the
man.
Nakamati,
I'm
let me
glad
shut up, Phil.
I'm glad
You're
the
done.
judge, you know what I'm saying,
You're
called out
done.
the flawless offense. So it's all good, man.
Bro, you showed
I'm glad they
800
recognize, man.
that doesn't pertain, right, to the
I'm glad
topic.
they
You supposed
recognize
to
what the
prove your
flawless
people
offense look like.
predating my people. You're
It's
not
all right,
showing that.
man.
And for the
Flawless
second judge to
offense,
say,
bro.
oh, Silky D proved his point because he showed the Berber people carry
So you
800
mad at this man
and
because he say
80.
my offense
Bro,
is
that didn't
flawless,
prove that those people
and
predated the
you was
Bantu.
fumbling,
I
and you couldn't
proved
even
that
get
the
your presentation
800
up.
was in a certain
You
people,
didn't
the
even.
Mbu
You know
Bantu,
what? All
and
right,
I
bro.
proved that
All right,
those
man.
that DNA that was in
All
that
right,
Bantu certain
dog.
people predated the Berber
No,
people.
you didn't,
Come on,
bro. You
man.
need to stop lying.
I killed you on the pose and I killed you on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
What's next?
flawless
What's next?
offense, bro. It's like
I
night and
killed you
day.
on the pose
It's
and I
literally
killed
night
you
and
on the
day, bro.
scoreboard. What's
You
next?
couldn't even read your words. You couldn't
What's
even get
next?
your presentation
You
up,
lost,
bro.
Silk.
You know
You
what? All
lost.
right, man. Yeah, good luck, bro.
Next
Do what you
person.
do, dog.
Next kill.
Sorry, man.
You
Yeah,
die
all
with
right.
your kingdom. Die. Next kill, please. Yeah, hop on. He finna go
Silky.
cry. He be
I
okay.
mean, Yaya advanced. I'm still about to say Silky advances the round. Damn, it's still on the tip of my tongue. That's crazy.
I know that score just killed you, did it? That was crazy. What, 17?
Hey, go cut up some clips, Silky, and show the points that you don't agree with on the judge. You can do it over here, or if you do it somewhere else,
That boy
tag
hopped
us.
off immediately and said, "Man, y'all had that dog. Y'all do. It's rigged now."
That's the last thing it would be. That takes too much time and work. I'm
Man, way
already
too much
busy
time to
enough.
work.
Shit.
Way too much
I'm
time to
busy
work.
enough letting it flow naturally.
Hell yeah, you know what I mean. You know,
I know.
and I appreciate the first judge anyway because the first judge actually watched it. He watched the debate me and Silk had. He seen that I stayed on topic. He seen that I proved a certain people carry 800. He seen that I shown that 800 only established in Central and West Africa, nowhere else. You get what I'm saying? He even watched and shown that Silky standpoint did not stay on topic. He did not at all. You showing investigation of 800 does not mean that the Berber people predates the 800 carrying inside of the Imbo Bantu people. That doesn't prove that. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if he would have stayed on topic, showing that his Berber people did predate the 800, then he had an argument. You get what I'm saying? So the second judge just agrees, just to agree with Silky D, all because I didn't know how to pronounce words and because I was having technical things. That's it. That's why he said again, Yaya having technical these again with his slides, still not knowing how to pronounce words. You get what I'm saying? Things like that. He's not saying that he's not proving his point or anything like that. He's just saying I'm having technicalities. I can't show my full screen, messing up my time. You get what I'm saying? But if I didn't have that, it would have been the other way around. It
Mm.
would have been the other way around. That's why I said from further on now, it's going to be different. I'm gonna have better slides. I'm not gonna have no technicals. You know what I mean? None of that. You feel me? So that's why I'm challenging anybody that's in the tournament right now to step up and go against the Nag Hammadi. Defend your God of the Bible. I say your God is a false creator. He's not the true creator of anything. You get what I'm saying? And if anybody, a Hebrew Israelite, a Christian, or even a Gnostic, they go against this. You get what I'm saying? Step up. I'm here. I'm ready for the next round, baby. Yaya
Let's
Bantu, the esoteric. I'm in the house. Ain't going nowhere.
let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You heard it here first, folks. He's taking on all challengers. Titans Debate League. Bring that smoke. We'll get you a fire background set up. We're gonna get the advertisements right, and we're gonna pump in and do some numbers, baby. It's only up from here. We got Silky back. We have Allah's most gracious warrior, Jesse Valdez, the legend in the building. How you feeling, Jesse?
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. I'm doing well.
Walaikum salam.
I'm
Who's in
just
the
here
car?
to say, I think we might need to have to do a recount. We have to go look into for Judge One's opinion. I think he might have accidentally mixed up Silk with Bantu. When I watched that debate, Silk obviously won. The Silkster, he didn't come to play with this guy. He definitely beat on Yaya Bantu's top. I don't know how something like this could happen.
Hey, you
Man,
heard it here
look,
first, folks. Allah's most gracious warrior said Judge number one must have
you
had
gotta
his
worry,
scorecards mixed up.
you gotta worry about your debate coming up with Suave, man. Finna get your ass beat shit down your leg. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Anybody, including you, Jesse, if you want to dodge that debate you got coming up with him, and you want to step in the ring and defend your boy, and you could defend Allah. I say Allah is a false deity. He's not the true creator. Defend your Quran against the Nag Hammadi. I ain't here for the
Brother,
talk.
the Nag Hammadi is not going to be nothing against the Quran. The
So
Quran is,
is
is,
you
is a
going to
way
defend it or
superior
what?
scripture. Y'all don't have
So do you
nothing
want
on
to
what we
defend it?
have. I'm,
Oh, so
I'm I'm ready to stand on everything I got. When it's time for me to go against the great Suave loss, it's going to be a defeat. His defeat already happened in the face off, but I'm going to beat him up some more when I see him in the ring. You can get the same smoke if you want it after, but first we need to do a recount on that Judge One. Make sure that your win is a legit win, because I think it's ultimately a mistake. Obviously, you
hey,
did not
hey,
win tonight.
matter of fact, hey, A1. bring the scoreboard back on the court for me real fast, so that way we can have this boy counting himself. Cause it seems like he don't know how to count.
We
What
don't
you
got
do
to
is
do all that.
we don't. I don't have to count nothing. I
You
can
must
see
got a,
that
if you got
it
a
was a.
calculator, you should be
It's
able to
it's an
calculate
obvious
it in your
mistake.
head.
Uh,
So what's five
Judge
times
one.
five?
Judge one
Times five.
ultimately got y'all scorecards mixed up. He thought you were the great Silky. You are not. You are not him. Silky
I,
actually destroyed you,
I want to be the great.
and we need to make sure that Judge one
I
is
want to be
correct.
the great. See, it's a
If
difference between the greatest and the great. I'm the greatest.
the great
We
Understood?
have
I'm the
this.
great.
We have a debate coming up January 24th between Suave Boss and Jesse Valdez.
They got
Make
Steve
sure
Blackman.
that you are there.
They got
that's
Steve
right.
Blackman
Be there
versus
or
Black Dude off Mortal Kombat. They
be
got
there or
Steve
be
Blackman
square.
from WWE
The
versus
greatest
old boy off Mortal Kombat. You
the
feel me?
greatest the greatest
Steve
debater
Blackman.
is coming to beat the Suave loss on that
Anybody
night,
watch
the 24th.
WWE
Everybody
Raw
get
back in the
ready.
days in the early 1990s, and you know who
Yeah.
Steve Blackman is? That's who Jesse looked like right now on the screen. Steve Black.
He looking sharp right there. He got that 1 2 1 2 3 down. Tell him, Jesse.
He
The
put
best that
that
That's
ever
boy.
right.
did it. Float like a
He put that
butterfly,
boy in
sting like a
the he
bee.
put that boy in the tuxedo.
That's right.
Presentations that make
And
these debaters take a knee. What you talking
that's right.
about?
And it's going to be a two-piece against Suave loss coming up on the 24th. If this brother on here wants to smoke it next, but first
Look, look.
if there's going to be a chance for us to ask the judges a question, I would like to just confirm from Judge One that they didn't get that scorecard mixed up.
You don't even have to. You can go confirm it on your own, but it's legitimate. It's locked in. It's over. You
Is
get
there
what I'm
is there
saying? So
A1?
it
Is
doesn't.
there going to be an opportunity to ask the judges
Yeah,
on their
yeah.
scorecards?
He told
Yeah, I'm going to
Silky,
be
bro.
interviewing the judges in about a week and a half. I want to say
He,
a week, but most likely I
hey,
always get a
he
couple days
even,
behind.
he even
It's most
told
likely like
Silky
a week and a half. I'm about to have judges interviews from Chef
exactly, bro.
Darius, from my dad, who's also a judge, and from the new
Come
judge.
on, man. Exactly. He even told Silky he could send in some questions if he, didn't
Yeah, the
like what
judge
people was fighting.
actually was open to taking questions. I just don't want to create a space where there's any opportunity for my judges to get disrespected. Like they're brave, but I know how sensitive some of the debaters can be especially after a loss. So I'm like,
Exactly.
no,
You know what I'm
like I'm not
saying?
letting you talk to them. Like
Come on.
like because it's just a bad look for the integrity of my space.
Man, he
If
got clean off the live.
yeah, I got to keep a
Look,
degree
but
of separation from y'all. Like y'all
at
are
first,
higher up.
he thought he won. He was parlaying and everything. That's what you do. You let him
Shit, I
celebrate.
thought the nigga was. Shit,
Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
But
I was
in my
toasting.
head,
I was
look,
toasting
Jesse
the
done
nigga
hopped
very
off. In my head, the whole time, I already knew. I counted it up already. It was 17
Why
when you
you do
said
me like that? Why you was supposed to stop me? Like hold up, like right away. Why you do that?
no, because I wanted to see Silky face with him celebrating. You know what I mean? I wanted to see that.
He was a
And then when you
wild
said
boy,
that, I'm like,
man. Pause.
man, I
That's all.
thought that
That
was
sound like
17.
Diddy shit. That sound like some Diddy would say. I said you was a wild boy. Pause.
I just had to put him out on. Because look, he would have did the same to me and he was for to start doing it. You get what I'm saying? Until he realized.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
took it easy on him. I think you light sauced it because he would still be dragging you right now. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
exactly. My point exactly. So yeah,
And again, I don't have a dog in the fight, and this take too much work just to get
man,
these people
it
up
is what it
here
is, man.
being honest about how they feel, let
It was a
alone
close
trying to
debate, bro. You know what I mean? It was a close
manipulate some
debate.
shit.
It was a close debate. Like I said, the second judge, I agree with my technical my difficulties that I was having with my slides and stuff like that, and the words that I couldn't pronounce and things like that. I agree with stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? I don't take from not having that second judge agreeing on my side. You get what I'm saying? But if you read the card, the second judge actually gave me a better number rate than Silky D.
Mm.
And then the
Let
first
me look at
judge,
that. Let's look
it
at
was
that.
really, yeah.
No,
Do
he
you add
gave you everything lower than Silky D, judge number 2.
everything when
You
you
had a 4 on argumentation. Oh, the lowest, yeah. Silky's lowest was a 4, and it was on argumentation. He
exactly. So
gave
his
he gave you
argument,
a 4 on your evidence.
he gave my, so that means my evidence. Then his evidence, he gave him a 5 on his evidence. So if you look
So
at it, he gave him a 5 on his evidence, but his
so
evidence did not show
Oh, I'm about to drop
that.
the link for you,
Yeah,
Suave. My bad.
yeah. Put Suave on his. Put Suave
Yeah,
on it
you.
too,
I guess you
because
debating Suave next.
yeah,
So
man,
that's who you next in the bracket with.
because if he gave him a 5 on his evidence, and this man did not show that the Berber people predated the haplogroup 800. Besides, he showed that they carry 80, and the guy didn't even read Silky D source, because if you go back to the debate, the man words were so small you couldn't even really read them for real. You get what I'm saying? And then if you notice, the comments even was killing him and saying that his own source was saying that the Berber people didn't carry this DNA, and you couldn't find this DNA outside of Central Africa. It's many people in the comments that were saying that. So I don't understand how the second judge can give Silky a 5 on his evidence and give me a 4. It just didn't make sense to me.
that judge was making perfect sense when Silk came through. He ended up coming with some information that basically dismantled your information. One of the
Show
points
me,
that Silk
so show
made,
me one slide that
once
Silky
once
showed that the
once
Berber people predated the Bantu.
one
Show me one slide. Show me one clip, Jesse.
first of all, you were coming on with the
Go
AAO
back to the
Hablo
debate,
group,
and I'm gonna
and
be in the
Silk
back chat, and
dismantled
you have
your
that clip for
AA.
me. And you
Your,
showed me that the Berber people predated the Bantu 800, but I can show you all the clips that were sent to me that I showed that 800 were in a certain people, and that certain people DNA predated the Berber people. I could show that clips in the back chat right now, soon as I get off this live. Can you go on there and show that he showed the Berber people predating this 800, not carrying it, but predating it? Yes or no?
Silk destroyed your whole
I
argument
thought
when
so, man. Yeah, I
when
can't.
Silk came
Yeah, I can't. So
with the
I
facts
can't
that
see how
the
second
A
judge
double O
gave this
Hablo
man
group.
a 5 on his evidence.
Silk came through with the evidence that
You
showed
got to
that A
stop, man.
double O Hablo group is null
He
and
showed it
void.
was hearsay.
The
That's
science
all that
on
he
it,
showed.
the
That's
science
it.
on the A
That
double O
wasn't the
Hablo
debate.
group
The
was
debate was
declared
not
to be
so do
faulty.
800 is a false DNA. Is it flawed? No. The debate was, does your people predate that 800? Not is the 800 a false DNA. No,
But
that wasn't the
when he
debate.
when he
That's
declared
how I
when
was
he
able to
declared
win, bro, because
when
I
he
was able to
declared
prove that. I
when
was
he
able to
declared
prove
that
a
your
certain people
A
carried this,
double O
bro.
Hablo group
Your brother couldn't
was
prove that.
faulty,
The
when the
Sipites
brother proved
died
when the
when they
brother
went
proved
against
that
me.
your A double O
Anybody that
faulty,
claimed the Silkite
it
kingdom
destroyed your
died.
whole debate.
You gonna die against Suavo. Ain't gonna be no more Silky Dyke priest, whoever want to, however you want to call yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not a priest. You get what I'm saying? You're a fake Muslim. You one of the prison Muslims. You know what I mean? You follow Frankenstein them. You know what I mean? You don't really carry the Quran like how you supposed to. You're not a true Quran carry person. That's why I
Allah's
tell you, bro.
gracious warrior is the
Bro,
truest
Allah,
of
you're not an
Quran
Allah
carrying
gracious
people.
warrior.
Allah
Allah
has
don't
blessed
know
me with
you.
the Quran.
You never
This
been
boy,
over
Yeah,
this
here.
yeah,
brother has never been to the
yeah,
prison.
Go
yeah.
over there. Go to the Middle East.
I come
Shout
from
out
Go
to
to
One
the
mic,
Middle
one
everybody, man.
East,
Shout
mic,
out
I'm
bro.
to
Dutch.
standing
everyone
up
in the
with
building, man.
Man, matter of fact,
One mic. Hey,
Swabo
Jesse,
on here.
shut up.
okay.
Hey, yeah,
You
yeah.
can handle, bro. Go
All right.
Congratulations.
ahead. Go ahead.
Congratulations. Okay, congratulations to you. And thank you to both the banners for participating. You're a Titan.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Right on, man. For sure. Now it's
Yeah.
time for Jesse to die by you.
No,
Real
no,
talk.
wait,
Go
wait.
tune with that for
You're
sure.
the Titan. I don't think you get the magnitude of what just happened. Jesse, what? Who? You are in the next round against me for $50 US, brother.
For
I'm
sure.
not
For
here to
sure.
talk about Jesse and the any of that. I'm here to talk to you about what we're doing in the next
Okay.
round.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what you're talking about there.
And real quick, before y'all get that conversation going, I just want to remind you the great Silky D really won the debate. We're going to have to review the judges' scorecards, make sure that they had those scorecards directed to the right person, because obviously Judge 1 must have mixed up Silk with Bantu, because Silk basically held a great composure during his match. Bantu was the one cursing. So obviously it must be a mix. So don't celebrate your victory too early. Once again, Silk killed you on the AOO Hoblo group when he showed that it was a faulty study done on it. So ultimately, Silk came through. You over here talking about debating the AOO Hoblo group versus uh, the Berber people, and basically he destroyed your whole concept of the AOO. Your AOO didn't even matter no more because it was dead in the water.
All right, thanks, brother. I appreciate you.
I don't got nothing to
Shout
do
out
with
to the
that,
great
man. I
Selkie
hope
D.
y'all get that straightened out and settled. Shout out to A1 for doing such a terrific job on keeping it clean and reading the results as they are presented, and removing himself from the ability to even have anything faulty to do with it. So yeah, I hope y'all get that straightened out. But yeah. Unless unless Jesse is incorrect, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's me and you guys. So
Oh yeah, we're not taking Jesse seriously. Number one, know what they. I mean, we not to be disrespectful or anything like that. Like I stand behind my judges. I stand behind their decisions. I'm gonna always defend them. I know they take this just as serious as the debaters do. They love what you guys do. They love the art of debate. They're not in the back chat world with y'all,
fine.
rubbing shoulders with y'all. They don't have a pick in this either. So that's the beautiful thing about it. It's not people who you have these long histories with and you have been arguing with for years who you have to come stand in front of and make a case. We all want judges who don't know us from a can of paint, from the league to if you have to go to court. So,
Everyone, please get that Judge One scorecard reviewed. I just want to confirm because I really think that it must have been a mistake. I really think that they Judge One honestly switched with band two or mistaken band two for Silk, because like I said, Silk held
okay, go
a
get that
good
evidence
demeanor,
then. Go down, go watch
and
the
band two was the
video
one
and show
cursing.
that Silky didn't curse. That's all you got to do. That's all you and Silky got to be doing right now. Silky's supposed to be back already, playing his first round like I didn't curse here. His second round, I didn't curse here. Why you think he ain't up here? Why you think he ain't up here with that evidence to defend himself in this on the arena at the same show that the judge told him you cursed? Which I don't give a damn about, and I don't think he did his job. But however it goes, yeah. I mean, drop down and go do that work. Allah's gracious for a ball.
Your time will come, Ak.
in the ring for sure with that 1-2, 1-2-3 combo. Beware, Jesse Valdez is on the prowl. He's taking debaters on left and right, racking up the wins as they come. He's got no picks. And yeah, check him out January 24th against Suave Boss. Give these two a round of applause for being brave enough.
I feel like you, not Jesse. I think he got our introductions mixed up. Suave Boss is the one who's taking on debates left and right. Jesse is the one who hasn't debated yet. I'll see him.
I just want to point out that I took an automatic win when Mike didn't show up on that debate. So I'm already gaining my wins over here without even having to do the work. You're next, Suave Boss.
Did somebody say they need me to show points? Did somebody say they need me to pull out points of where I'm killing at?
That's right.
Somebody asked?
I think that's what somebody said.
Is that what
the
you
great
want to see?
Silk is
I mean, that's what I'll be doing. I'll definitely be playing my round. Title. And look, I didn't curse here. I didn't curse here or here. What you doing?
You need me to do that? I mean, then we all watch it together.
Man, no, I don't need you to do shit. Do you need to do it? I mean, I don't need you to do nothing.
All right, I'm gonna play the whole thing. Okay, bet. So I'm gonna play the whole thing. You ain't did it yet. And we're gonna see where I curse at, okay? By your standards.
Hey, look, I'm about to get out of here.
Hey, do it over here. We'll get you if you want another different host, I got you. Set it up who you want to host. I want to play the whole thing, do the whole recap, and put the judge on trial.
Would you like to do that, Suave?
But at the end of the day, look, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank A1, the judges, everybody for the results, man. I thank y'all, man, for allowing me to advance in the second round. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. Much respect to A1, to his channel, to every judge, everybody that's watching. Man, I appreciate
Yeah, the
everything,
cuss, the
man.
guy that was cussing. I
Much
know.
love, much respect to
Appreciate you, dog.
everyone.
Appreciate you,
You get
dog.
what I'm saying? No doubt. One love, A1, bro.
Appreciate
I'm
y'all
gonna holler at you
patience,
later, all
man.
right? No
Yeah,
problem.
appreciate y'all patience with the process.
Yeah, congrats for real though, yeah.
Good debate, cuz.
Unless shit get
It
overturned in
was
the
a
future.
good debate.
Damn, Silky,
Entertaining,
man, you
fellas.
let Yaya tear your ass up. I told you that nigga was gonna beat your ass. Didn't I tell you? I
Hey,
Yeah,
told
he
you
only
he
he,
was.
won. He won by
yeah.
1 point,
I
but
know he won by 1 point, but that 1 point was enough to get him over the top.
Yeah,
that's
I was
that 1
cussing,
point is an
man.
ass whooping. That's what you
Hey,
would call it.
Yeah,
And
I
once
was
I
again,
won the
cussing the whole
game.
I
time,
think we just
real.
need to make sure that
It was close.
that scorecard is the correct one. I honestly think that Judge One mixed up the scorecards with Yaya Bantu and Silk.
Well,
No.
he'd actually have to
Hey,
prove, like, I
it
mean,
was a
'cause
Hey, you
shootout.
know
It
what?
was
We
a
him
got
shootout.
somebody
saying,
You know what
hold
I'm
on, wait,
saying?
look, can I talk? Can I talk? Him saying I
Oh, you a
cuss
loser,
when I
man.
literally
You're
didn't
done.
cuss
You're done.
not one time. Can I talk?
Yeah, let's
Cause
let
Damn.
Let's let Silky get it out, y'all.
Yeah, like y'all that triggered? Like, is that's what it's coming down to? So once again, decorum, demeanor. I didn't cuss not one time in that whole debate. I haven't cussed in like the last 6 debates. I can't remember the last time I cussed in debates. I'm literally the guy that's telling everybody else, yo, you need to cut all that cussing out and bring more academics. I'm gonna be the first one to say less cuss words, more sources, more scholars, more information. That's what I do. Okay. Now, apparently, somebody got it in their mind that I was cussing all through my rounds. I was trash talking all through my rounds. But the
It's got to be
video
a
clearly
mix up.
shows different. But let's roll the
It's
bean
got to
footage
be a
though.
mix up.
Since you want me to show footage, we can roll it. I got it right here. If y'all want me to pull it up, if y'all want, if we got.
we can watch this.
Well, it's not about you, Morel. It's not about you. So, Suave asked for that request, so we can pull it out and roll it back and see how many times I cussed. Since you're claiming I'm cussing, like now I'm getting a fake charge put on me now.
Here's what we're gonna do though,
For
Silky.
cussing in
Here's what we are
debates.
gonna do. Because the judge just asked, "Hey, do you want me to come back up there and kick it with him?" Like he said a little.
I mean,
more than
but
that.
here's
But
the thing.
hold on, let me get it out. Let me get it out. Then I'll let you guys go. If he does come back up here, I'll let him take a couple questions from you real quick and give you a brief response. But we will set it up for a debate review. Like I'm not opposed to that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
again,
we can
I don't have
recap
a
it up.
dog in the fight, and I'm not hands on in this process because I want to keep it pure. So I kind of try to step back and leave it alone as much as possible. You know, absent of the scorecards that I've instituted and things like that. Like I try to just let them do their job and not bug them. I don't even message them to say, "Hey, are you done?" Like I don't want them
Yeah,
feeling pressed or nothing.
like
Like
I feel you, but
so
like Jesse
we can
said,
do
I
that.
had great
You
demeanor.
know. Because I'm not saying
Yeah,
you
we
crazy
can do
either.
that.
I'm not gonna just say like, "Hey, you crazy" and get out of here.
Well,
Like if we can look at it, you know.
I made sure to put on good behavior in that debate. I made sure to put on an exemplary
I
like
agree with
decorum
you, and that's
and
why I'm
demeanor.
saying like let's take it.
That
We can
you know
take a
what
second to
I'm saying?
review it because it's a
but
learning process. Go ahead, Laurel. Go ahead, Laurel.
aren't just vulgarity. Ad-homs is
Who
not
used
just
that on?
vulgarity.
Who was using that on? Who was that on?
See, I don't know
Man,
what you
you
said
got
that rubbed him the wrong way. You might have just been saying shit at the end of your sentences like that, and
it
that
could
could have been
be
it.
something.
I
Like
didn't
I don't know.
cuss.
Like
I
I
didn't
don't know,
cuss.
bro.
It could be something as
I,
simple as you
Yeah.
being condescending when your opponent is deliberating
All right,
information or
man.
trying to question you.
Yeah. How
It
long
could
my
be
you when
dad
you
took
something.
want
off
to do a
points
recap?
from what's the name in your debate on that one.
Come on, cuz.
Hit me up
I'm
when you
just
want
sitting
to
there
do a
trying to
recap, bro.
explain to you like
Yeah,
what.
we'll get the recap in this
I'm
week
not about to
for
be going
sure.
back and
I'm
forth
just
with
trying to tell
them
you what it could be, bro.
because
I'm
they
not
don't want
trying
me
to
to source
hold
up.
it
So
to
I'm
you,
not
man.
about
It
to.
sound like you
Yeah, I ain't about to
sound
do
like you
all that.
bragging, man.
Silky
Good
in the building.
performance.
We
Hey,
Good
gonna
but
do a
performance,
review
shout
bro,
out
on
to
it
Silky.
judge
and
number
Good,
2 though.
good
Hey,
performance.
shout out to
because
judge number 2 though for saying I had
Brother
a
Lavelle
flawless
trying to call out
offense. Hey,
Jesse.
can I talk, bro?
Judge
Can
number
I
two was
talk?
fucking with you. That's my homie
Hey,
in real life.
shout
Judge
out to
number
Judge
two.
2 for saying I had a flawless offense. That's what I do it for. I do it for everybody to say that's what a flawless offense look like. So already, man, big ups to him. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, it's funny. that everybody doesn't like the judges who don't like them, I guess. And everybody loves the judges who like the judge that you love right now is somebody else who he voted against, and they like, man, fuck him. Like, I don't
Right.
like it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it goes. It's
Yeah, but he
I
done
see
found
it
a
from the
second
bird's
though.
eye
He done
view
found
now
a
because
second
I'm
now
not
and
in
bad
the
to
arena
me.
with y'all on the ground floor. So I'm looking from the skybox so I can see it now. It's
So,
like, but
But
hey,
this
it's
is
just
really about demeanor and decorum.
I
And
thought your
like
decorum
some
was
people
amazing,
lack that.
bro.
you
If
And
already
I
it's
was a
and it's
judge,
distinguished.
I like if I was a
But
judge, that's not what I would have said. But I'm not a judge, and I instituted
it
people
sound like
who
yeah,
it
it's
sound
all
like
good,
he
you
man.
know
trying
you
How
to
know
you
how it
doing? We're
go.
gonna do the
he
recap.
wants to
Yeah,
sympathize with him and shit. We ain't with all the hallmark court shit, man. That shit over with.
You good, man.
Brother
Yeah,
Bill,
let me know
tighten up, man.
Just go
Tighten
get
up,
the
when
bro.
you
shit
want
called
to
a
do the
back to
recap,
the
Tighten
bro.
up.
jury. You know what I'm saying? Because
he
they all
said, tighten tighten up.
the offense put up
Brother Bill
35
trying to
points. You
call
just
out
needed the
Jesse, man.
defense to keep them out of field goal range at the end of the game.
Oh yeah, hold on. We got Brother Lavelle on the panel. Let's let Brother Lavelle give his thoughts, comments, or ask his questions. We do have Silky D up here. Well, we don't anymore. Y'all, the two debaters are gone. But
What the fuck?
how you feeling today? What's your thoughts on the situation? Okay, whenever he gets back to the phone, we'll put him
You
on.
on mute, bro. Brother
Oh,
Lavelle, you on mute.
you're muted again. It came off and it went back on mute.
You
Okay,
still
yeah,
on?
whenever you on mute.
There you
Hey,
go.
there
There
you
you
go.
go.
You good now?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. How
you
you
All
feeling
right, peace to
today?
the
you
chat,
good.
man. What's going on?
Peace,
Man,
peace.
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Peace to everybody, man. Hey, man, I heard we have a Muslim on the line on the panel, and I'm trying to get that smoke, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm trying to see what's happening.
Hey,
Hey.
where'd he go?
Assalamu alaikum. This brother's gonna have to wait in line, but
He
I'm
gonna
ready
come back up.
anytime.
He coming back because he wants
Okay,
that
come
smoke.
back, brother Lavelle. I didn't
Hey,
kick
he
you
That
out
waiting
of
for
here,
smoke.
me.
but you did just drop off.
He wants that smoke. He coming
Yeah,
back,
Hey.
bro.
pull back up. I'll change the background right now. You say less.
And
Allah's most gracious warrior, Jesse Valdez.
we letting you know right now. We getting Brother Lavelle full endorsement. Nada is standing
Hey,
behind.
yeah, it's Naga up.
Already.
You
318
know what I'm
Niggas
Naga.
saying?
already
Full
know it's
endorsement.
Naga up. Yeah, niggas already know. But hey, man, I just have one question for Jesse, right? I want
I'm
to
listening.
know. I want to know, Jesse. Hey, man. Peace. How you doing, brother? Assalamu alaikum. All that good shit. How you doing, brother?
Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out, bro. I'm trying to figure out, is Muhammad your prophet, right? Your prophet Muhammad, your beloved prophet. Is he an actual real person? Like, did he walk this
Oh,
earth? Did he talk to people? And if so, what did he look like? Like, in all
oh,
actuality, what
The
does he
Prophet
look
Muhammad,
like? Like, what does Prophet Muhammad look
we
like?
don't
Yeah,
have depictions of the Prophet Muhammad because he wore a veil.
he wore a veil.
he wore a veil.
Cover his face. He's known for covering his face. And Islam, we don't have idol images. We don't draw pictures of the Prophet's face. We're against that pagan concept that they did with Jesus.
He wore a veil,
But
like a
exactly, he
bride,
wore a veil.
like
Are
a
you
bride.
serious?
Why
Like,
was he
like the
wearing?
Yeah,
women
there's
do, right?
depictions. There's depictions like Moses.
See, the Most High to kick that nigga the fuck off. Look
Hey,
at God.
man, look at here, man.
Ain't
These
God?
niggas be jumping to. These niggas are idol worshippers. You know what I'm saying? And Naga got to kill that shit.
On God.
Naga got to kill that shit, man. We got to kill these idol worshippers, man. These niggas are idol worshippers. They love Allah. They love the Lord. They love all. They love all this foolishness. And these niggas have no backbone. God is light, and light is electromagnetism. That's what I got
Fact,
to say to these niggas, man. For real.
fact.
Hey.
Hey,
All right.
Black Power, man. Shout out to the panel, man. I gotta stand with Jesse and say I think the judge had it confused because I just rewatched it and Silky didn't cuss once. And as soon as Yaya got on the stage, he started cussing like a fucking pirate. So I do see a legitimate investigation that need to be launched into that.
Hey, man,
Assalamu
look,
alaikum.
Man, fuck.
I was just saying that we don't draw pictures ideally of the Prophet Muhammad. We consider drawing such pictures idolatry or idol. It leads to idol worship. So you're not going to find too many depictions or
And,
pictures of the Prophet Muhammad.
and brother, that's what you are. You are an idol worshiper, brother. You worship idols. Muhammad is an idol, brother. He's not an actual person. He never walked this earth.
We don't
He
worship
never
the
talked to
Prophet
nobody.
Muhammad. We don't worship the Prophet Muhammad. We only worship Allah, the creator of the heavens and earth.
So
And you
so
can
so
go
do
visit
you
the Prophet Muhammad's grave site.
do you follow
You can go
hadith? Do you
visit his
follow
grave
hadith?
site.
Do you follow the
Yeah, we
sunnah,
follow
right?
hadiths.
You follow the sunnah,
Yeah, we
right?
follow the Sunnah.
Right,
Yeah, we
right,
follow
right. And
this.
so that's Muhammad shit. That's Muhammad shit, right? That's not the Quran shit. That's Muhammad
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, exactly. So you do follow
So
Muhammad,
we
brother.
follow the actions of the Prophet Muhammad. We do follow the actions of the Prophet Muhammad because the Prophet Muhammad he was one of the a fine example that Allah has left us to
Look at,
follow. So yeah, we do follow his actions.
okay,
And
right.
this
So
has nothing to do with worship. We make sure that all worship is due to our Creator of heavens and earth.
Right, Jesse.
right. You follow an imaginary character, right? Just like Jesus, right? So I got you. Cool. So
If think about it like this, if it's an imaginary character, who wrote it? If it's an imaginary character, why do we have such a long, extensive line of people who literally wrote about the Prophet Muhammad? The Prophet Muhammad is one of the
but
most
why he
iconic.
didn't
He's
why he
one of
didn't
the
write
most.
nothing about himself though, brother? Why
He's
he
the
didn't
most
do no
written
penmanship
down.
on his own?
He's the most written down human character that history has to offer.
Brother, why he didn't do any penmanship on his own though? Why he didn't write about his own life if he was such a
Because
real
the Prophet
character?
Muhammad was illiterate. Because the Prophet
Exactly,
Tell
Muhammad
him,
exactly,
Jesse.
exactly,
is the
exactly,
illiterate
exactly. He
prophet.
was exactly. If
The Prophet Muhammad didn't have to write about him because they wrote about him.
they wrote about him, right? So you
Big
going on what
flex.
other niggas say?
The
You going
companions of
on
the
you going
Prophet
on what
Muhammad
hearsay?
about him.
You going on with hearsay? Man, this nigga's an idol worshiper, man.
Okay, so
You going
Jesse,
on with hearsay?
question, Jesse. Let me ask you one question.
Of who Prophet Muhammad is based on the like they
You sound like a robot, man.
Jesse,
Oh, I thought I was just tripping. Okay.
you breaking up, Jesse. You breaking up, Jesse.
That shit.
You breaking up. You see, you got that fire coming through. You gotta calm down. Figure it out, cause you gotta let
For
them
this
know
man
they
to
ain't
come
ready.
around here and say that the Prophet Muhammad is not a real human being
He's
is
not a
ultimately
real human.
absolutely
We do
ridiculous.
not know what he looked like. We never seen him
He
before.
Google it. You can Google
He
it
doesn't have a
and
comb that we can look at. He doesn't have a sandal. He doesn't have shit. All niggas did was just bury some dirt. All nigga did was just bury the hole, fill that shit up with some dirt, and call that shit Muhammad. If that's so, let's dig up his grave ASAP and see if that's real.
Ooh, he's saying
Let's dig up his grave ASAP. It's nothing in there, brother. It's nothing in there. Just like Jesus in the tomb, it's nothing in there, brother.
Look, the question I
Nothing.
got for him when he come back, right, is simple, right? Okay, the Muslims might not have had journal pictures of him, but what about everybody else who ran into the motherfucker? They wouldn't have had the same conviction, right? They would have drew pictures of the nigga, right?
That's true too. That's true too. Somebody.
the Prophet Muhammad
Somebody.
is the most documented figure in human history.
Why ain't no picture of Muhammad?
Documented in the Prophet Muhammad.
He's the most
If you don't believe he's alive, you can go visit his grave site.
Brother, if we dig up his grave site, it's nothing in there, brother. It's no bones, there's no caskets, no wood, it's no nothing, brother. It's just dirt. It's dirt. It's nothing, brother.
Sure.
The white man has you fooled, brother. You just a Muslim. And niggas don't challenge you Muslims. I know y'all shit. Muhammad never existed,
No,
brother.
brother.
He never lived, brother. He never walked.
What you're saying is absolutely.
But see, that works out for you though. That works better out for you because now you can avoid niggas by saying that hey, Muhammad slept with a 6-year-old girl, whatever the case may be, whatever. You can avoid that. You ain't got to go through all that. Muhammad never existed, man. He never walked, talked, breathed, smelt this earth whatsoever, man. Whatsoever.
Now you can have
so once again, the Prophet Muhammad is a historical figure that you can just
and y'all
Google.
got y'all and you get your literature from the Bible, You get your literature from the Jews. You get your literature from the Christians. So yeah,
Mickey
if I
Mouse
beat up the Bible, I could beat up your Quran.
So, brother, you can't beat up nothing. You're already beat up. You can just Google if Prophet Muhammad actually lived. He's a historical figure. His life
No,
and lifetime.
brother, they're gonna say the same thing about Jesus, brother. No, I'm not
No,
doing that, brother. If I Google and say was Jesus a
so
real person, they're
this
gonna say
brother,
yeah. Jesus never
this
existed,
brother is
brother.
now denying. This brother is such a non-believer that he denies the history of human beings that literally walked around. This brother is well documented. If they just have discoveries regarding the Prophet Muhammad that proves that he is alive, this like what is this brother coming with? You can literally Google this brother
He's
Prophet
not
Muhammad, and
alive,
he's a
brother.
historical
It's
figure.
dirt.
His when this brother came to the
It's
Kaaba,
dirt,
he
brother.
cleared
It's
out
dirt.
his
And
situation
then
with
you walking
Kaaba
around a
is well
stone.
documented.
Nah, it's not documented, brother.
It is. It's
It's
very
not.
well documented. He's the most documented
It's
prophet
documented by
in
Muslim
the
scholars.
Bible.
Of course it is. It's documented by Muslim scholars, but we're gonna go to different scholars and prove that shit. That's false.
Yeah, Jesse, I keep getting lost, and I'm trying to pull for you right now, Jesse. Every time you keep saying most documented man ever in the world, ever existence, I want to what? But I'm trying to pull for you. Go, Jesse. Go, Jesse.
That's crazy. When Tupac got 13 tapes after he died. How's Muhammad more
We're literally
documented?
talking about a man who came out with a whole book, and then we have other people who wrote more
He
books
didn't. He
about him.
didn't. He didn't
We
come
have
out with that, brother.
Oh, Jesse. Jesse, you putting your foot in your mouth and you like trying to spit out the toenails. But a few
okay.
minutes ago you said he
Can you
didn't know
Google
how to
something for
read
me,
or write. Now you're
brother?
saying he
Hey,
can't write the
hey,
book.
just to end this debate, hey, can you just Google is Prophet Muhammad a historical figure?
Sure can.
In pseudepigraphy.
Mickey Mouse is a historical figure. So is Superman.
Hold on, while you Googling that, I'm gonna Google as well. We're gonna see something.
Oh snap! My bad. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to share the screen. I forgot. I'm just over here looking at it. Here we
Tighten
go.
up. You gotta tighten up, everyone. Tighten up.
Tighten up. It's been a long day streaming, y'all. That Cash App works. That Cash App works. $ Titans Debate League. Let me go ahead and put this set. Yes, Prophet Muhammad is widely considered a historical figure with strong evidence from early non-Islamic sources.
So he's widely
Like the
considered.
Syriac Chronicles mentioning Arabs of Muhammad. And vast Islamic
put in there
literature
is Prophet
confirming his
Muhammad
existence.
approving historical figure.
Literature will be biased because, of course, they would say
Put his Prophet Muhammad
Yeah, we
approving.
actually have. I think we actually have more evidence for Muhammad than Jesus. We actually have letters of people who were forced to pay jihad to this man.
So you mean to tell me that Muhammad got his shit from angel?
I'm not saying that. Well, the debate is the historical versus the mystical or mythical, however they say it. So like it's for the Jesus version, it would be like, do you just think he was a regular man who they just made a myth about, or do you believe he actually walked on water? And it's the same thing for Muhammad. Was he just a regular man who was running around marrying young people and making people pay the jizya, or did he actually get this stuff from
So ask Google what proof is there Muhammad was a real person.
Got you. While Islamic tradition provides extensive biographies and sayings, Muhammad Western scholars let me okay. While Islamic tradition provides extensive biographies and sayings of Muhammad, Western scholars debate the historicity, noting a gap between his life and the earliest written accounts. Yet physical evidence like sealed documents, treaty text, correspondence from his time, alongside mentions in the early Byzantine Syriac texts, confirms confirm he was a real historical figure. That's what I was saying. We got texts from people who like went to war with him and got their ass beat, and they said, "Hey, these people came and
Yeah,
kicked our ass." Like so
again,
that like that's they don't have stuff like that for Jesus.
that's still not proof because
Okay.
Hello, I'm Googling. Hold on.
I'm just saying they have more. Yeah, my whole thing wasn't to try to prove the existence of Allah. I'm not even a Muslim. I'm just saying my whole thing was at least the Muslims got more proof.
Scroll down some more. Let's see.
Because I used to always, I'd be banging on the Bible, or used to bang on the Bible, and that would used to always be my thing. Like, if anything, I would be a Muslim. I would pick the last book of the trilogy.
I'm looking I'm looking for somebody who's not connected to or have any interest in any of this shit, right? Because Catholic,
let me keep going.
Catholic people have an interest in Islam because they created Islam to and created Muhammad to be the prophet for the Arabs so they can control them. So you can't really take their word.
All right, can you Google that? Can you Google that information?
I got
let's get into the proof, because there's actual evidence for this. So, like, Jesse, this shouldn't be against you. This should help you right here.
Right.
I'm assuming. So, evidence for Muhammad's existence. But hold on, Jesse, what did you want me to look up? Because I can pull up another tab too.
No, go ahead and finish what you were saying. But after that, I would like to look up what this brother just said as far as the Catholic Church creating the Prophet Muhammad. Is that what you said?
Shout out Silky. Yeah, we can pull that up next. Let's go through the evidence first, and then let's pull up the Catholic Church. We're not gonna forget about it, because I actually want to see what the Catholic Church has to say too.
Who came in the nigga name? We need biological evidence, just like we require biological evidence. Jesus.
Man, I'm not requiring biological evidence, man. There is evidence that's good enough for me, but again, like, I haven't seen it for the Christians or the Jewish people.
So if I provide you some text from Santa Claus, you gonna believe in that nigga too?
No, that's not.
Why
if
not?
you provide me some text that say
a nigga named Saint Nick.
Right, that's a historical person too, but
yeah, if you provide me some text from some people at the time who
coming down your chimney,
if you provide,
the guy be the nigga that threw rocks over his shoulders and created the army, or
I'm talking about actual first-hand accounts in Islam where there aren't any in Christianity. That's all I'm talking about. And all I was asking for was first-hand accounts.
That's all. That's all. It's a lot of Muhammad niggas.
Not necessarily. I don't think the people who claiming to be conquered by him are Muhammad niggas. I think that they're his ops actually, and that's the evidence. That's my whole thing. His ops solidified his existence by saying, "Hey, this is who he was beefing with."
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, imagine if, like, listen, the nigga got a veil. Nobody knows his face. Nobody know what he looked like, right? So I could put
that's myth.
I know, but all of it's myth, right? I could put
anybody, not the beef and the stuff that we can document. That's not a myth. Everything ain't myth. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut your wisdom. Go ahead.
I'm talking about. We're talking about war. We're talking about ruses. We're talking about deception, war deception, right? If you got a leader, right, that nobody can identify, and all you have to do is put a veil on his face and say, that's Muhammad, right? And now Muhammad can be in multiple different places at one time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And Muhammad's not even a real person. Muhammad's an idea, right? And they signing shit in the name of Muhammad, and Muhammad's not a real motherfucking person.
But you're taking the 21st century myth and trying to apply it to ancient history, and what that veil shit ain't ancient history. That's a myth.
Well, that's what dude said. Dude said he wore a veil.
Well, right now we on Google though, so I'm not even paying attention.
But my
said.
Thing is, A1.
I'm going off what I know. I'm going off what I know. You know what I'm saying?
A1. My thing is this. A1. That name Muhammad, just like the name Jesus or whatever, was very popular during those times. And you got to remember, his name wasn't even Muhammad. It was Ahmad, or whatever the case may be.
Let's get into the evidence and then get back to the same conversation. let's go over the evidence first, and then we'll pick this conversation right back up right here, because these are the answers to your questions right here. You know
To
what I'm
which
saying? So,
Muhammad though? Of the
and
Quran
if
or
it's all bogus, I'll stand corrected at the end of this list. You feel me? I got y'all. I'm genuine with it. I ain't gonna come on here and cap for nobody's stuff. I'm not even a Muslim. I was just talking in history with y'all. Early Byzantine Syriac texts mentioned in non-Muslim sources from the late 7th, early 8th centuries, like those of, I don't need to read the okay, refer to Muhammad the Arab and conflicts in the region supporting his contemporary presence. But we need to get this source. So we'll get the source on this and go into number one. But I'm gonna just read through these real quick because this is a Google overview. Physical artifacts, surviving seals, treaty documents, and letters from his era confirm his role as a leader and ruler. But this is what I was saying. We have him actually waging wars on people and it being documented, and not by the people, not by him or his people, by the people who they was getting their ass kicked by and shit like that. So that's why I was like, oh, we got. My whole thing was I just say, hey, at least they got more evidence for Muhammad than Jesus. I almost believe in him because of this.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you got the idea of Muhammad writing these treaties and writing these documents. We don't know who's signing the documents because the nigga got a motherfucking veil. You don't know who the fuck it is.
That 20th century myth, man.
Man.
He ain't come out the womb with a veil.
That's
People
what
knew
your
what he
boy
looked
said,
like, man.
Your boy said he got
come
a
out the
veil.
womb with a veil. People knew what he looked like.
That's what you just said. He did come out the womb with a veil. So at what time did the veil get put on his face? So they ain't got no pictures of him before he put the veil.
L'Oreal, you want to know a crazy application to that issue, the veiling of his face? So y'all, I said, you want to know the craziest part about that, especially coming from y'all's perspective?
Is that his face is light?
Okay, I was just making sure you understood what his Noor was.
I'm fully aware.
And therefore he's God,
let's
and
go
he
over
is
this.
electromagnetism. Okay, just making sure. Muhammad's electromagnetism according to Naga.
Me and Jesse about to bang out on y'all, man. Where Jesse go? Okay.
Hey, I'm
now
here.
I got up the treaty of Hadaya Bayaya, and it reads.
Okay.
I don't know how
man.
that's read. You know, I don't do the Arabic, but yeah, the treaty of that was a pivotal 10-year peace agreement in 628 CE between the Prophet Muhammad and the Quraysh tribe of Mecca, halting conflict and allowing Muslims to perform. Yeah, that. You want to read it? Go ahead. You got it. Do your thing. Do your thing. No, I'm messing with you.
I'm just familiar with the term Quraysh.
Okay. Through the Quraysh, it's got an R in it, so I don't know. Tribe of Mecca, halting conflict and allowing Muslims to perform a peaceful pilgrimage to Mecca the following year, signifying this treaty that he signed ain't evidence.
No.
Okay.
No, because he was illiterate. He couldn't sign nothing. He was illiterate, so he couldn't write his name. Come on now. Come on now.
Man,
Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
Y'all haven't.
He was illiterate, brother.
No, I see. The reason I can't take y'all serious now is because y'all are just going to dismiss anything.
Brother, he was illiterate, brother. He couldn't sign his name.
You didn't see how it was signed or sealed, so you didn't even attempt to look into it. So that just tells me that you already got it figured out.
So hold on. There's an alleged handprint.
I'm not going off the Quran. I'm not a Quran person. I don't read the Quran. I'm just trying to say that he was a historical figure. And go ahead, Courtney, you got it. My bad.
There's an alleged handprint of Muhammad on a treaty, but here's the big but. It's actually a copy. It's not the original document because the original document burnt up. So in a fire.
Oh, wow.
So if I'm not mistaken, that's just what I remember off the top of my head. But I do know that much is true. It's not the original, and it's a document with his alleged palm handprint on it.
And that's why I just left it alone, because they didn't even care to see how it was taken care of. They was just like, he illiterate. I'm like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up.
I'm familiar with what they say about him. I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with what they say about them, and I'm also familiar that they don't have no fucking proof outside of the idea. And this is what made me think about it, right? I used to be a Moor, right? And in the Moorish paradigm, they talk about Noble Drew Ali as if he's still alive. And what they're saying is the prophet is still alive as long as you're using his mechanisms. And so they still signed his name, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, as if this nigga is still alive to this fucking day, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like if you ask them right now who's the head of the Moorish Science Temple of America, they'll tell you Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. The Muslims, the Arabs were known swindlers, thieves. They was known to make up tall tales and stories and shit like that. So I don't know. But like I said, I would rather see a body. I'd rather see a body. I'd rather see some genetic evidence that prove like, hey, this is Muhammad. It ain't like it was a billion years ago. It wasn't 2,000 years ago. It wasn't even in the BC era. So it should be nothing to be able to collect a sample of this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you. I guess your threshold for proof is higher than mine, because mine is, hey, if we got letters from people who actually beef with him, that's good enough for me. I'll take that.
Man,
But I feel you on not wanting to take
the world
that.
of AI, bro.
That's
Right now, I don't believe shit, nigga. I can create a document so motherfucking quick, make that shit look legal.
Okay.
You
The same argument was had 5 years ago with these same sources, and it was the same thing. I mean, AI really shouldn't change that, but
I'm just saying, like, imagine back in the day when we didn't have all this shit, and all it took was a nigga with good handwriting. That's all it took was a nigga with good handwriting. They knew who actually knew how to spell, and they could write up any document, bro, and that shit could look legit than a motherfucker. They could create a seal and everything, a fake seal, nigga. They ain't nothing but wood and fucking wax. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. Like, it's the fucking motive is there. The motive is there because they want to unify the people, galvanize the people. So the motive is there for it to be a psychological warfare. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to sit here and be like, "Oh, he was just so relevant. Nobody's seen his face ever. Even before he became the prophet, nobody made mention of the nigga before that." I mean, damn.
Nobody.
So what I want to point out,
prominent men.
What I want to point out,
East history, and nobody remembers this nigga before he became the prophet.
So why would you remember him before the prophet when the prophet, his prophecies is what made him famous?
I'm the same way we knew Jesus before he became Jesus.
Jesus wasn't known until his last 33 years of his ministry.
Birth, nigga.
But I'm saying his life, they didn't know much about his life beyond the last 3 years of his life.
Jesus' life is fucking documented.
But I'm saying they don't have nothing in between his birth till he started his ministry.
That's not true, Jesse.
Yes, it is. Everybody is in question about what was going on before he turned 30.
They got books about his.
They got books about his. They got early books about his life, bro. Shit that you just don't read.
You can go
what book?
If you can run by the ID. If
hey,
you
what
can
book?
go out
Hey, what book? What book? So I know.
Look, brother, calm down. You ain't got to filibuster.
I'm just saying the brother made a statement and he don't have no books to point. What's the book called?
They got Pseudo Pickers out there. They got Pseudo Pickers out there.
What is it called? And which book should I look into?
The Book of Thomas talks about his life, about him being early throwing a kid off a roof or some shit like that. All that shit.
Making fake animals and shit come to life.
All that shit. Yeah.
You never read that? So if you can read
the Book of Thomas, you never read that?
The Hadith and that shit can be real to you and it's just concrete. Why can't the Book of Thomas and the law books be just as important to Christians?
You know what, brother? I don't have no say so against the Book of Thomas. If y'all believe the Book of Thomas is real, that's fine. Matter of fact, I actually believe some of the concepts that are mentioned in the book of Thomas as well. So I don't have no disagreements with that. But what I'm saying is, you're not going to have documentation about these characters until they start doing things that show them
How
to
you gonna
be.
say that when we got documentation of Jesus before he was the
Because
man?
because
We got
Jesus was,
documentation. Look,
if
listen,
we're
brother,
going by the Gospel of Saint Thomas, he
we got
Jesus was
we got
doing miracles at a
documentation
young
of Moses.
age.
We knew
So
Moses
it's
before he
common.
became Moses. Before he became the nigga with the staff and
And
split the
we
water.
got
We
documentation
knew
of the
who he
prophet's whole
was.
life,
We knew
because we
that
got his
nigga
whole
was. Listen,
autobiography.
The
listen, hold
We
on.
Gospel
have
of
the
Thomas.
autobiography of
We
the
knew
prophet
a
Muhammad.
lot of the
The
prophets
Gospel. The
before they
Gospel of
became
Thomas.
we
First
knew
of
a
all,
lot of
we got the whole autobiography of the
you
prophet
knew
Muhammad.
King David. You knew King David before he became King David.
We have the whole
You knew
autobiography. All
Solomon
right.
before he became Solomon, brother.
So we
I was
have
just
the
Huh?
whole
saying.
autobiography of the prophet Muhammad. We also have the
I
hadiths.
thought the Prophet Muhammad was
Hold on, brother,
illiterate.
hold on.
I just
Something that
never read
somebody
We
none
else
of his
also
wrote.
books.
Somebody else wrote that. He didn't write that.
How he write his
he
own
he
books?
is illiterate. What are y'all failing to
Exactly.
realize?
Exactly.
Nigga,
He
he
didn't read or
Exactly.
illiterate. How
write.
the fuck is
Exactly.
he gonna
He's
write
a
an
illiterate with a veil
now
on.
something else I'm trying to explain is that we also
autobiography?
have the hadiths, and the hadiths have something called a chain of narration. So it's literally a chain of narration shows
Right.
who documented these things.
So it's
So
not an
and
autobiography. Which one is it? Autobiography or just a biography? Mona.
Man, I say it's neither. I say it's neither. That's what I say.
I want to say everybody got that answer. The Gospel of Thomas talks about Jesus' birth, making stuff, birds, and stuff. That's pseudo. Y'all on the wrong game show to try to talk so definitively sometimes. That's all I'm
Hey,
saying.
look, and I ain't got no problem with it being pseudo or the shit being fake, because I don't give a fuck neither way.
That's what it's
All I'm saying,
called. It's called a pseudepigrapher.
I
It's
mean, I
not.
ain't got no problem with it being that. My thing is, if the hadith can be real and they can sit here and worship and codify Muhammad as a prophet based on the hadith, then I don't see what's wrong with using the lost books too. So, with that being said, nigga, we have a record of Jesus before he became the anointed nigga by John. Before he became the anointed nigga by John, we know who that nigga was, right? And I'm
Yeah.
saying this character Muhammad, we just don't know who the fuck this nigga was before he became Muhammad. Who was this nigga?
so
Who was Allah's messenger before Muhammad?
So something I've been trying to explain to this brother is, first of all, I'd like to point out, I believe in Jesus. I believe in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and they were people who wrote about that scripture. But what I'm telling you is, we have more proof when it comes to the Prophet Muhammad, because we have something called a chain of narration according to the hadiths. So we literally got every hadith says the person's name. It mentions the person who wrote the hadith, and explains how it goes back to the Prophet Muhammad. So literally, he is a very well documented man that lived in the year 630. Like it's crazy. It baffles me that y'all want to deny his existence when we literally have hadiths of people just talking about things that he did.
But you ain't got his body though, right?
We do have his
Nobody.
body.
No,
We
you
do have
don't.
his body.
There's nothing in there.
The
When the
brother
last
has a
time somebody
gravesite just like everybody else.
when
He
the
has a
last time
gravesite just like everybody else.
somebody
And
had never
everybody
been,
else got bodies in it, brother.
why the
And
body
what I'm saying is,
why the body ain't never been exhumed? Why them dirty ass Arabs dig up our ancestors but won't dig up my dirty ass?
Well, that's easy. Your ancestors, our ancestors, some of these ancient peoples who were dug up in religious cultic locations were dug up in dead religious cultic locations.
Mm.
Islam is a living religion, and the fact is Mecca has a lot of activity, and as long as it's a living religion, And the religion has some type of adherence, especially with people going out towards Mecca, then there would make some sense for why they wouldn't excavate the corpse of Muhammad. At least for me. I might be dumb, but
they go to Egypt every year to do the same shit, and they get to watch, look at our ancestors put up on display. And I'm just trying to figure out what make Muhammad so much motherfucking special than King Tut.
bless you, because I almost just caught COVID from that nigga.
Dang, I thought
nope.
I was muted.
I almost caught COVID from that one, my boy.
So ain't nobody see the nigga face. He got a veil on, and then when they remove it, they say the nigga face shine like the sun. Y'all ever known a nigga shine like the sun?
I got a good answer for that, but I don't want to sound.
Like the sun, this motherfucking veil, but he's a real person.
I have a cultural this will make sense if you think about it. A cultural historical reason why he might have a veil on is because he's traveling amongst Arabs, nomadic type people, throughout a very desert territory.
So the nigga had a veil on all his life. You mean to tell me that?
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm just saying this might have been useful in light of their environment, their geographical and environment. Number one. So the light thing, I get it. Could be a theological point. It kind of is to boost up his status as someone to listen to. Cool. Hold on.
You can't just brush over that point, because if you lie about something like that, then you also could be lying about everything else. You can't just cover up that one lie. You talking about the divine prophet of Allah. You talking about this is God's prophet, right? So you don't want to be lying on God's prophet, right? So if the shit ain't real, you don't want to be saying it, right? So all I'm saying is, in the end of the day, if the nigga face wasn't shining with light, why the fuck is it wrote? Why is it wrote that his face is light?
Yeah, so I'm trying to help Jesse right now. I heard your question. I ain't gonna answer.
Man, I appreciate you, Courtney, for just trying to give these brothers, a little bit of information. But to be real, man, I think it's quite.
All right, man. Since y'all niggas don't want to dive off into it, y'all want to hide about this shit.
Could he be electromagnetism walking?
Hey, A1, I want you to type in why was Muhammad face veiled? Why was Muhammad face veiled, and explain his face being light?
Riding on camels, the light part being his exaltedness, while short people are walking around and camelbacks are quite taller than the short person. So if he's the most exalted individual in the community riding on the camelback, he's going to be the highest one up. In the sun-dominant culture, when you look up at this guy, who is this?
Come on, man.
His body and face radiates as if it was the sun. This could be a non-electromagnetism argument.
They looking up to this nigga. They seeing the sun behind the nigga, and they think the nigga face is
I just got here.
And just like I told y'all, it says no, Prophet Muhammad did not wear a veil, but he famously wore a turban, a cap with cloth wrapped around it, which became a significant symbol of. So I told y'all this though. I told y'all like that was a 20th century myth, and that y'all are trying to apply it to an ancient man that it don't go.
Okay,
like,
so what the nigga look like, A1?
But I was trying to separate the Islamic myths that y'all are applying to us, even though we aren't making. Well, Jesse made that claim.
A1, Google the nigga, A1.
I retract that statement.
Yeah, I'm just trying to separate the history from the myth.
Where does the myth start and the truth begin? Because he also split the moon, right?
Facts. That's what
Yeah.
he.
Come
That's
on
what
now.
he did. That's what
But
he
that's the
did.
whole mysticism versus historic
Okay, but
argument.
again,
Was he
so
just a historic
where does
person,
it
or was he a
where does
mythical
it
person?
begin?
Well, not
Like
even, not even.
we're gonna say this is real and this is historical, right? So then you're gonna also have to say that him splitting the moon was also historical.
It
Hold
was a
on.
historical myth. I'll say that.
Okay,
So this
so
is,
could
but hold
Muhammad
on.
also
See,
be
Yeah.
a
They
historical myth if if portions of his story is a historical myth?
No, that's not necessarily how it works because myths are
Okay,
created and legends are created around real people that existed, and their stories are exaggerated
Hey, and that's my
to
whole point.
teach people things. Like we know that. Like that's
so you
basic.
agree that
And
Muhammad
I
is
just I just want to say this, y'all.
exaggerated?
I think it's
I
crazy.
I would agree that Muhammad existed. Like I wouldn't take that debate that he didn't
Okay, brother.
exist.
Show us
I
a
would
picture of
debate that
Muhammad, then,
Jesus didn't
brother.
exist. I would debate that Jesus didn't exist. That's not even a
So look,
logical.
look,
Okay,
look,
but show us
and
a
and, and
picture
let me
of
say
him, then.
this,
If you got
brother.
that's not
You're
even
not gonna
logical.
find
What you asking me is illogical right now. But
and
you
what
said it
yeah
like you
because
were
think
serious.
like
I
this.
can prove.
Islam literally teaches against drawing pictures of the prophet. We don't depict our prophet because that leads to
All right.
idolatry.
Well, let me get a sandal then that he wore then. Let me get something. Let me get
They
that
got
turban that
that.
he wore then. Where
They
is it?
got that. They got that. You can
Where is
Google
it?
that. Hey,
Where
can
is
you
it?
Google? Can you Google some of that?
Where is it?
Can you Google his sandal? Because they do have
Or his
sandals of the
turban
Prophet
or
Muhammad.
whatever. Let me get his turban since he didn't wear a
Hey,
veil.
no, let's go with the sandal. Because they
Okay,
did
let's get
have.
the sandal.
Can you Google that A1 real quick? The
Is
sandal of the
that what
Prophet
this,
Muhammad.
this see that is that what this is about, man? This is about Brother Lavelle being wrong about the veil for real. That's what this really about.
that's the
No, man.
real.
Brother,
But no,
No,
these
man.
brothers
so
want this
Hey,
brother
so
no,
not to
man. Hey,
No,
exist
I'm
I'm just
messing
that
with you,
saying,
bad.
man.
brother,
I
man. I'm
want, I
messing with
want, I
you.
want to
No,
see
I'm
what he
messing
look
with
like, brother.
you.
I want
I'm
him to make
messing
me
with
a believer, brother. I'm trying to like go ahead and
you.
give
I
him
don't
the
believe in
benefit of the doubt.
Islam. I don't believe in
But
Islam or
shit,
none
I'm
of
just
that.
saying.
Like I don't believe Muhammad is a prophet or none of that stuff.
I
But I
don't think
believe
he
he
was.
was a real person,
So
and I
hey,
Well,
believe a
hold on.
myth
so
came
Hey,
around
but
him,
can
and
you
then he
can you
tried
Google
to
his
use
shoe?
insert himself, or what's the word I should use, superimpose himself on top of something he already found, put his face on it, and it was the law of the land. Like you have to understand, religion was the it wasn't no political parties back then. It was you a Christian or you Muslim. This is the law of the land, and this is how we rock it. And where them taxes at, brother?
Yeah.
Like
So
well,
Hey,
so
hey,
so
I
want you
this
to
think
is
go
that shit
what
type
came from the Catholic Church.
I
what
want you to type in why Muhammad face shining. Just type it in. Just
look,
look
man,
look,
at
look.
wow.
So are we good
let's
on
O-
the shoe? Because you can literally Google that too. They
Okay,
do
so
hey,
have they
while
do
you
have the Prophet
googling the
Muhammad's
shoes,
it's some
sandal.
discrepancy. It's some discrepancies, bro.
the idea of Prophet Muhammad's face shining comes from Islamic traditions, hadith, which is not the Quran though, but the hadith describing his exceptional beauty and radiance, often compared to the moon or sunlight, signifying divine light, spiritual enlightenment, and inner purity, rather than a literal physical glow like Moses's after meeting God, but a radiant presence that reflected God's blessings. Whatever that
okay, great.
means.
Can
Okay, so
I?
we got something different. When I put mine in, it said the Prophet Muhammad face shone due to his inherent divine beauty, righteousness, and spiritual light Noor, described as being more radiant than the full moon, especially when happy. His companions, noting his bright complexion, shiny nose, and sparkling teeth, reflecting inner purity and closeness to God, a quality believed to pass to his followers. The radiance wasn't just physical. It said wasn't just physical, but a manifestation of his of the blessed presence that illuminated his surroundings, making even the city of Medina seem brighter than when he was there. So again, this right here is saying not only was his face bright, nigga, his complexion was bright, and he had a shiny nose. He had a
Okay.
shiny nose, right?
So look. I can't get too deep. I just want I really just want y'all brothers, regardless if y'all believe the stories or not. I really just wanted y'all brothers to just take heed or leave the ignorance that Prophet Muhammad is not a human being. Like we've shown we
He's
show you in
not.
documentation. We've shown you in hadiths as far as the as far as how there's a chain of narration, so you can literally look up each person who witnessed their accounts with him, um, and his gravesite is a place that you can go visit. So I mean, I
Yeah, but he's not in there, brother. He's not in that
but I'm
grave
saying
site,
I
brother.
got I
He's
gotta
not in there.
go because I got some friends trying to do some things tonight, but
Yeah, go
ultimately,
ahead,
man,
and we gonna trash
I think
Muhammad.
y'all should at least if y'all don't
Yeah,
believe
you gotta
in
go make
the
salat. You better go make salat because you've been on this thing all day long. You better go make salat right now.
right.
Yeah,
So like I said, yeah, man,
yeah.
I just want
Boy,
y'all to
y'all
acknowledge that he's a
dudes,
real
man,
prophet.
idol worshiper.
Stop trying to deny the
You're an
prophet
idol
as being a
worshiper.
human
Muhammad
being.
is not real. You
I
haven't
know
proven
y'all
me
hate
anything.
religion,
I have not seen
and
him.
I know y'all want to be against religion so bad that y'all would deny a
Nah,
person's
man, you
life.
got us all wrong, baby. Hey, one.
Let him get it out real quick. He let him get his closing remark out. Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, but I think it's quite ignorant for y'all to say that the man never lived. It's fine that y'all don't believe in none of the things that he's did. You know, I'd expect that from y'all, being that y'all are non-believers. But I mean, at the least you can do is get away from the ignorance of not knowing that this man was an actual human being.
He actually was a child molester.
Oh,
So,
right.
Oh snap!
Shout out Jesse. Have a good night,
Assalamu
Jesse,
alaikum,
out there.
y'all.
Walaikum salam.
so
Peace,
this,
peace, brother.
A1. I put a link in the private chat. Click on that for good. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Let's see what they say.
There you go.
Oh, look. All right, here we go. It says, it is mentioning in reliable traditions that Imam Hassan said that prophet's nobility was visible through his eyes, and that his chest reflect his bravery and awe, whatever the hell that means. His face always remained radiant, like a bright moon of the 14th night under the lunar month. The height above his waist was more, which made him appear taller. What does that mean?
Mm.
What does that mean? The height above the waist. Does that mean he had like a long torso or some shit? I don't know what that means. Says he had a big head. Y'all reading this shit, right? He had a big head, and his hair was neither curly nor straight. His hair did not extend beyond the lower tip of his ears. When it grew longer, the holy prophet used to comb it from the middle and divide it on both sides. You hear that? It said his face, his holy face, was fair. You see that? It's a white man. He was
Damn.
fair and radiant. This is a white man. You hear me? Fair and radiant. His forehead broad, right? That means he was a Neanderthal. He got Neanderthal features. He got a fucking white, fucking big head, fucking broad ass forehead, and his eyebrows thin and extended like bows or bows, and not joined with one another. So he wasn't no unibrow like the rest of them dirty ass Earth, right? According to some narrations, they were joined. So in some narration, he was one of them unibrow ass Earths, right? There was a nerve in the middle of his forehead which swelled up every time, swelled up at the time of anger, right? So y'all see he had high blood pressure.
You funny.
Look, I'm just reading what it say, cuz his nose was protracted and slender. You see that? You know what that means? This man's a cracker. Upraised in the middle, wherefrom sprouted radiance. His holy beard was dense with hair and well leveled, not spread here and there. The holy month was not very small. The holy mouth was not very small. Teeth were very white, glittering, and spacious. So you see the nigga had spaces in between the nigga's teeth. So he wasn't even going to the dentist or none of that shit.
Oh,
Right?
this is just as much myth as the documents you claim not to believe in. The proof is
Hey man,
existence.
look,
So
I don't write the rules, brother. And this is, says alislam.org because this is they shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think they know more than Jesse. You see what I'm saying? It
I
says
was
a
I was
very
looking up
short.
them sources. That was the Google overview of his
It's a very short hair grew from his chest to his navel, right? So they looking at this nigga butt ass naked. They can see his whole body. You know what I'm saying? This the holy prophet. It said his neck was clean, shining like silver, and slender like an oriental jug. You hear that? So the nigga was an anorexic. So the nigga wasn't even eating. Y'all niggas running around here only eating one meal a day and shit, trying to be like this anorexic bulimic ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? All the parts of his holy physique were quite appropriate and strong. His chest and belly were level. Just a minute ago, they just told you his upper part of his body longer, made him look taller. Now they telling you that the nigga chest and belly was level. They don't know what to think about it. There was an ample space between his two shoulders, and all his joints were strong. So I guess they did a medical on it. They did like reflex tests or something. The sign of courage and bravery, which was very popular in Earth. His holy body was white and radiant. I'm going to read that again. His holy body was white and radiant.
so you do believe in Muhammad?
Hey, man, look, I don't make the rules, but this is what they said about him, brother. It says a tiny line of black shining hair between his chest and navel shone like silver because of cleanliness. There was no hair on his nipples and belly. There was hair on his shoulders and hands. So he told you, Neanderthal shit. Hair on his shoulders and hands. His wrists were wide, palms broad. Those are also motherfucking Neanderthal traits. His hands and legs were strong signs of male potency and strength. Right? It said his fingers were long, and arms and shins clean and broad. The lower soles of his feet were long, and his arms and shins were clean and broad. His lower soles of his feet were not level but hollow in the middle and did not touch the ground. The back of his feet was so soft and clean that if a drop of water fell on it, it didn't remain but slipped down. Right? I can keep going on and on, brother. You know what I'm saying? They got this man pinned, cuz do that sound like a person that a black man in 2025 should be following? White bodies. Radiant white bodies. Huh? Walk around with veils on?
I don't believe in that description any more than any
With a
of the other
veil
ones.
on. I'm talking about with a veil on, man.
I'm just saying, man. I don't know, man. I ain't convinced yet, cuz you heard all that immaculate shit they talking about that nigga, man. His fucking hair shining and shit. He got black hair that go down to his chest, down to his navel and shit, nigga. And it's so clean that it shines silver, nigga. Huh? They ain't even get no description of Jesus like that. Hell, I don't think they gave a description of anybody like that. Hey, man, look, hey. Lavelle, if you go at him, cuz, man, we gonna back you up, man. We don't give a fuck what the verdict is. We gonna trust that nigga, cuz.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Lines have been drawn. Hey, man, yeah, so, I mean, Yaya won, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We ain't finna be flipping back and forth between, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out shit. That, hey, the verdict in, that's what the fuck it is. That's what it is. Shit done, man. You know what I'm saying? If it was a mistake, it was a mistake, and we'll just fix that next time. But we're not going backwards, man.
The judge, I talked to the judge. He said it definitely wasn't a mistake. So he said he'll come back up here. But
Oh, man, he ain't got to do
I
that,
told
man.
him,
We respect his judgment.
Yeah, we're about to do the interview, and
Yeah,
we'll get
we
a debate
respect
review.
you,
We'll get a debate
man.
review going and mark down how many times he cussed, so that way at the interview he can ask him some questions. But yeah,
I
we're
wouldn't
gonna
even
keep
do
it
that, man. He
moving.
talking about Silky, man. But
I
whatever, man.
mean,
We gonna be
I'm
fair. We gonna
I'm
be
talking
fair.
about one of the contestants of the tournament, man.
Yeah,
This
we gonna
doesn't
be
even it
fair.
doesn't matter whose name it
We
is,
gonna be fair. We gonna be
you
fair.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
I
all.
like studying my own stuff and seeing how it works and ticks and making sure
I
all my
bet.
parts are
So
in
what?
operation correctly. So,
Did you look at? Did you get a chance to look at any of them indictments that I'm bringing up on them niggas? Cause
I saw. Yeah, I did. I did. That was
uh,
funny. I ain't know how y'all was
uh,
gonna do it. If y'all was really gonna push that through, that's gonna be hilarious.
nigga, damn right, I'm pushing that shit through, man. Let me read some of this shit to you. I'm gonna just read some of the highlights.
Oh
Some
no,
big.
no, no. Let's say that for its own episode, and we don't want to give nobody too much shine on the end of this. I'm about
What?
to end it. I want to end this and start an open panel. Let's do that.
All right.
All right, I'm about to end
All
this.
All
We're
right,
about to
well, yeah,
start an
let's
open
do that.
panel. I'll see y'all back here in a couple minutes, and we'll have a
right.
topic picked
All
out
right.
for everyone.
All
Appreciate
right.
y'all.
Man.